here.
Whatever happened to Olympics?
We heard about
Olympics
those
go?
once.
Who killed the Olympiad?
Greece did that once, right? Like, when did that go wrong? When did
Whatever
that get
happened
out
to
of style?
sports? No one plays sports these days in the year 1525, turn 8 of the Grand Campaign.
Nobody plays sports anymore.
Isn't this that period of time where, like, English villages would just have entire, like, soccer games that were just village against village, and the goal was to steal it and get back to your own?
Maybe. That sounds rad.
That does sound
Can we get
rad.
that in the Olympics?
Like, I vaguely remember this. Like, it was, like, some precursor to soccer, football,
Olympic
etc.
sport theft.
Where it was, like, an inflated pig bladder, and the rules were, goal is the other town.
Are
Go
there
get 'em.
sports in the new world? Could you import any new games? Perhaps ball games? From this
Don't
whole
worry,
new
I'll
world
eventually
beyond
bring
the
back
sea?
Mahjong. And then just 1,000 years of everybody being confused by Mahjong.
Ron.
Run. Run.
So, like many people, I'm assuming in the audience, and possibly in call, I tried to learn Mahjong by sitting down with it in the Final Fantasy XIV version, and I walked away a half hour later knowing less about Mahjong than when I walked in.
I
Nice.
taught
Somehow it
myself.
stole knowledge from my brain that it wasn't there to begin with.
Ah, the anti-game.
I taught myself Mahjong in college, and then here, 10 years later, it's showing up in video games, and I'm the victor.
You're one of the few people who gets it.
By
You get it.
comprehending what the fuck is going on, that makes me the victor.
Finally,
I did.
Rishi.
I did a fucking FF14 stream where I just played Mahjong for an hour.
Alright, are we ready to move towards beginnings? Resumptions?
No, but we have to.
As I'll
But
ever be,
previously,
I'll
the
ever
Hell Wars have begun. Spain attacked Genoa, which meant attacking Portugal, which meant attacking... Or France attacked Genoa, which meant attacking Portugal, which meant attacking Spain, which meant attacking Habsburg and the Pope, and the rest of Italy.
And Tuscany and Parma.
And
Still,
Derek.
we still didn't make a ruling on whether Savoy is Italy or not. Is Savoy an Italian province? We don't know.
I'm
the
gonna
mystery.
say
There
Savoy.
is no text on this. There
Is
are no
not there.
regional definitions.
Yes.
I have no
And-
reason to care about Savoy.
Also, meanwhile, Poland launched itself into Ottomania, and England is over there.
Hey, what's up?
England saw its juicy, exposed backside and immediately pounced.
Yeah, our two rulers came to an agreement after both of their sires died horribly from mysterious means, and now we're gonna fight Poland.
In conclusion, Anglo-Ottoman relations are a land of contrast.
I hope you enjoyed learning about them as much as we enjoyed forming them.
Alright. Here we are in round 2. Spain has the initiative.
Right, so the first thing I'm
gonna do
actually
your
going to
thing?
do is not going to involve the Hell War at all. It's time to do some more discovery. Because I did finally discover Cape Horn. It's time for me to work my way around. You know, do a good old South American reach around so I can make my way up the Sonora. So I can actually take that gold out from Nasty Huacan and Gold Grabba out of those zones.
The Flota de Oro has been formed and is just sitting there confused and frightened.
Where the fuck are we going? There's land in the way.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's the wrong ocean?
I probably need
What
to
do you
somehow-
mean there's more than one ocean?
I need to discover both the southeastern Pacific and the southwestern Atlantic at some point to successfully avoid pirates. But we'll get there when I need them.
Pirates only occur if there's an event that spawns them.
Yeah, the pirate icons there have the odds of pirates happening in these trade
Spawn
zones
points.
written on them. That's all they're for.
Right, so gonna go ahead and do some exploring past Cape Horn. Only the most past the highest level one, right? So I could actually go ahead and go all the way up to here and only roll once on the six.
Explore is just raw
Exploring,
number
right.
of provinces. It's not an
Exploring
attrition
is
check.
not the same thing. It's not that. Okay. Thank you for the quick reminder on that. Anyway, let's
So
go
you've
and
got
explore
a
little
chain
bit
of
safe.
up to 4
Yeah.
that you're looking at.
Bernardo's not an incredible explorer, so I'm just gonna go up to Peru. That's gonna be my idea. Goes to Peru. All right, so that's merely a +1, -2 total here because it's not bad weather. It's just raw maneuverability. All right, -2. That's a failure. I'm pretty sure. I believe it's a straight failure.
I think it's just a straight failure.
Yes, just a
7.
straight failure. Does
Gonna lose
mean
some
60%
ships, though.
of these boats are destroyed. That is all of the boats.
Well,
Uh-oh.
7 is a failure. At sea, it is a failure with no risk of explorer death.
yes.
Yes, but now all of my boats are destroyed, and I have the Explorer just stranded out there.
Yep.
Explorer or Conquistador?
Explorer.
Explore.
Okay. If it was Conquistador, we would have an actual problem.
Okay.
All right, what else you
Um,
got?
What else I have is going to go and quickly spend the actual campaign expenses for this as well. Now, it's mainly just Habsburg here going to be involved in moving on into Milan again. 120. Yeah, okay. So these are going to be moving. These are both conscript armies going to be moving in, and they're going to be joining in here. The papal general is also going to be moving in to just join in as the general of this fight. That's going to be a fight.
So about that though, something I've done between sessions to help facilitate understanding. I did go ahead and document what the terrain modifiers to combat actually are here. Here are the 6 situations of warfare, according to Phil Thibault. Terrain is either flat, wood, or mountain, and you are either dry or damp.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're moving down out of the mountains and from over here up to there, because remember this is Venice and you're not accessed in there, the Pope is crossing a river.
Yes, okay. The general is crossing a river, but only the general.
Only the general. All right, there's no
Am I
papal
being
forces
attacked?
involved,
Sorry, I
so we're
wasn't
good.
paying attention.
All right, so this
Yes.
is flat and dry.
Okay, what are
No modifiers to anyone from terrain. Everyone is at full power.
Yes, which is I believe for this particular fight, it's just flat D10s. That's it.
Well, if one of you has the better general.
We don't.
They're
They're actually
the
exactly
exact
the
same.
same. They're 2-4-4 each.
Very good then.
Well, okay. 7 versus 6, and well, you rolled better on for firing table. This is on B for fire and A for
C.
shock.
for fire.
C for
C.
fire. Okay, right. I lose 1 morale. You take 1 damage. I've only got 1 morale left.
What is that? It's colors.
Remember, kids, C is for sire.
I believe you have 2 cannon. It's 20%. Yeah, so 1
19,
damage.
yeah, there you go.
Both take 1 damage, but Spain loses a morale, which is not good.
Habsburg
Down.
loses morale.
1 morale.
Spain loses no
Habsburg.
morale. Spain has never lost morale.
Spain is not in battle. Spain is
Spain is
undefeated.
Spain will never die. All
What
right,
about
shock time.
Morocco?
Oh, they have to do shock too? Alright, hold on.
Shock fight.
Just tag back over.
Shockmaster.
Is it just 1d10 still?
Ah! I do nothing.
So that's
You
another
defeat
morale
me.
and 25%.
You defeat both Habsburg armies
All right.
and take no damage in return.
So pursuit attack. Also work out how much damage that is. 25% of
this
your
is-
full shock.
Yeah,
3,
because
2.
Milan is what do you call it?
It's flat.
It's
And
flat.
dry.
Yeah. So
Geez, that's 43 base.
and that's right. I actually don't have a cavalry advantage.
No, it's only 39.
Oh, it's only 39?
Yeah, because I took one infantry off.
Okay.
Okay, so 39.
So 10
And
damage
it's on
in shock,
25% of 39.
and you can throw a pursuit.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is rolling with 10.
You just dealt 10 damage. Yeah, roll a d10 and we'll see how it goes.
Oh,
Jesus.
pretty good.
A 9 on E for another 30% shock damage.
That'd be
Yeah.
12. I think.
13, actually.
13. Okay. Oh, round up. Sorry. Damn it.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, you just chewed the fuck these armies up.
So, Habsburg has considerably
And-
been punched in the dick.
Habs must now withdraw, and Detroit,
Yep.
without the benefit of their leader's maneuver.
So just
With
another...
the benefit of entering friendly territory. So that would be a -1 on column 7.
Column 7 -1. Still bad.
Okay,
Oh,
no
wow.
attrition damage, but...
But, you know, much.
That could have been really, really bad.
That was
Okay.
most of maybe all of an army's worth of number.
That was like an entire A+ stack.
That was most of that army's, Okay, there's no infantry at all in the A-, and there is only... Actually, are they... They're not an A- yet, but they're close. They might
Remember
actually be
that
an
pursuit
A-
damage prioritizes the slow units. Your cannons are gone.
Don't
Right.
worry, nothing-
You abandoned
nothing's
your
real in the
boys.
first place. The dice will betray us all.
Oof. Yeah, that's all my cannon gone. Well, shit, I can't participate in the fire phase anymore. Well, I
You
can't
still
do damage with the
participate.
fire.
You just won't deal your chip damage.
Okay, well, I think this is in friendly territory. It's 3-3 if I did that though. Wait, no, it'd be 2-2. That's right. Okay.
It's 3 for going over any kind of rough terrain.
In friendly territory as well.
Yes.
Yes.
All
Really?
rough terrain is 3.
Oh man, that means I actually can't reinforce those armies either. Not with the detachments anyway. Well, okay, these ones can. These ones can. These ones that were down here in Styria can. All right, we go ahead and just do that really quick. Right. All right. And then these ones will move down here into Syria afterwards. All right. That's Habsburg's turn, because Spain itself is actually not going to be doing anything. Parma as well can't really do anything. We're good.
All right.
'Cause I'm only-
incidentally,
Parma
while I
could
have the-
try. They would just die horribly.
That would turn it into a multiple campaign.
Mhm.
Isn't
Oh, do
Spain
none
and
of your
Habsburg- aren't
miners
Spain and
have
Habsburg different
multiples?
things?
Spain and Habsburg are technically different things.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, you're not charging money from Spain to run Habsburg. That'd be crazy.
Fair point, yeah. I guess technically... Okay, let me check. Did I write down what my... Okay, yes, I did. Habsburg has 2 multiple campaigns. The Papacy has 2 as well. Papacy can't do shit. Their armies are already gone. Parma has 1.
It would
Parma
die
getting in
horribly,
there
though.
would be 1 detachment.
One detachment
And it would be
crossing a
pretty-
river
Yeah,
into
amphibious
the
attack.
entirely intact French army.
Yeah, so Parma attacking would be a fucking terrible idea. I guess... No, but Habsburg can't attack again because that would cause attrition to happen on them as well. Because they've already done movement.
That stack has
back-
already done its thing.
Yeah, so
A stack
I
only
actually
does
can't use
one
any of them.
thing.
Oh, you know what?
per
Parma?
round.
Parma, go ahead and throw yourself into the fire.
They're probably dumb as shit.
At least this is a veteran detachment of 1 detachment.
So to remind
Who has no
her
cannon?
the situations. Crossing a river into flat terrain means the attacker is at -1 on fire, -2 on shock and pursuit. and has reduced firepower from artillery and reduced shock from cavalry.
Wild.
The defender experiences no problems fighting in dry ground.
This seems like
Whoa, amphibious attacks are fucking terrible.
Yeah.
This seems like suicide.
Note
Karma
situation
will die
6,
on every
Damp
day.
Mountain. That's what Rhodes was.
All right.
Fair
do I
point.
Do I just roll a d10?
Yes.
You're actually on fire. You're rolling at +2. Well, no, I'm
Okay.
rolling at a -2. That's what it is. Okay.
It's still
And yes.
that should route them.
Okay.
Now they're veterans. They're fine.
They're veterans, so that won't rout them, but
30% fire
it's
damage
taking
and
a
1
lot of
morale.
damage. Yeah.
So you have what, 2 cannon there? That's going to do 1 point of damage to them, but
look at
it's the
the-
morale,
Okay.
the bigger thing.
Same reaction, but I don't do damage to you. This is a detachment. It can't have artillery.
Yep.
So you lose 1 morale, but that's it. No actual damage. Whereas I lose 1.
Mescaline instrument, veteran, conscript. They're conscript. All right, that would almost do it.
But they're not yet. Now, the shock phase, which I'm significantly worse at, you have cavalry advantage, and also equivalent skill in shock, but you have cavalry advantage,
What's
so
your
it's
dude shock?
+1.
Does he even have a thing? 2?
No. His shock is 4. Your shock is 2.
Yeah.
So Sun is rolling
the
at
second
+3.
one. Oh, right. Shock is the third value.
Yeah.
Fuck. You're like a plus.
Yeah. Sun is at a +3. You're at a -2.
Geese has a 4 in shock.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that was a bad idea.
Well, that's victory.
Even if he had dealt morale to you, it doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
can't destroy
that's
his army's
victory.
gone.
40% of your shock value. You do the 9 remaining points in this detachment.
40%
Okay.
shock value of 39 is
Enough.
Enough to
Is
obliterate
enough.
them.
They're just dead.
Parma has been eaten.
Well,
All right. So that's
That was
another
fucking stupid.
lost battle for me.
Is this good?
It's not
God,
going
this
as good
game
for
is
the
so
Spanish
incredibly
coalition as the numbers could have said.
All right. Is that Spain's round?
is that
Spain's round is complete, yes.
All right. Venice.
Okay,
Are you in a war?
No.
He's
Yeah,
driving Poland.
Oh yeah. Right.
yep, I am driving the Polish. Which, my initial reaction was I hunker down, wait a minute, it's Poland, they have to keep going. So it's the siege roll. Let's
Also,
just zoom
while looking over the situation here, I noticed it looks like you put both of your generals up into the swamp.
into the
Yeah, it looks
swamp.
like Rando 2 and Kroll are both, like, the way you position them. I'm reading that as you've attached both of them to these armies that are up front in Bug.
Is that I thought it was one general per stack.
Yeah, the stack is both counters
stack,
together.
not-
Yeah.
Kyle, right.
As an aside, by the way, while I didn't manage to actually, even though that was another morale damage to break that, since you did completely destroy the detachment, you won that fight. I did do 2 damage in response,
Okay, yeah. I knew there was some thing for that, so whatever.
Yeah,
2 randos.
but that's all. Only 2.
16, 15.
All right.
You probably
Yeah,
done
only
37.
Kroll is up here on the siege.
Turns out it's really hard to attack into Milan.
I don't know how I got away with it in the first place.
Which, that should now be at a -4.
Yep, so 10 minus 4.
It's because you attacked from Savoy, which is open.
Nope.
Everywhere else, attacking
Roll
from Milan
attrition
isn't
on
open.
column 2.
And that would be does the general modify that or is that a flat roll on sieges?
Alright, well, there's an opportunity for us to rule on something then, because the section for besieger losses
Mm-hmm.
over here in resolving sieges says the roll is modified by minus combined siege values of the besieging generals and +2 with fortresses on terrain other than clear. That sounds like it overrides maneuver applying to
Yes.
other attrition, because regular
Yeah.
land attrition is movement.
Yep. That sounds
Yeah, so
that
it's-
sounds like it's based on your siege value, which is null here. So
So you're at +2 for being in swamp on column 2.
fuck.
Well, swamp is
That's
hungry.
bad. Swamp is really hungry.
The swamp hungers for Polish.
20%. You stepped on some crocodiles.
I stepped on malaria is what I did.
Crocodiles infected with malaria.
You like snakes? We got snakes. Turns out you just fill the whole moat with snakes.
20% losses. Okay, I'll assign that. And otherwise, that is basically what they're going to be doing, because they don't have a sword to rattle at England yet.
Don't mind me.
Alright, so that's round for Venice.
Yeah.
Portugal.
Hi, hello. One moment as I'm juggling a few things in the background here. First things first, I'm gonna scroll down to rest of the world. And forget down here.
What are you doing, newbie?
I don't
Alright.
know.
I'm going to be using the leftovers to transport Albuquerque over to Sumatra. So that's it's on the 6 table. +1. Wait. That's on the 6 table. Without a +1. Central Indian is 3 now. Or 2? 2. It's 2.
Yeah, no pluses. You have safe zone all throughout the West Indian Ocean.
D10 -5 for the maneuverability of the Albuquerque. On the 6 table. They're fine. Alright. They're deposited there. That's that turn.
I've noticed Ambonia.
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 Exploration squad. Okay, so this is a weird move, but exploration squad is going to go pick up miscellaneous conquistador.
Is that his name? Miscellaneous Conquistador?
That's him.
Yeah,
Jeff.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo here. And drop him off in Spice Country up here.
Alright.
Which is actually just a single move action because it's all in the same ocean. Because that's dumb and that's how that works.
Yep.
But that's going to be the same roll at a -3. Actually, that is a roll on the 2 table
Yeah,
at a
this
-3.
is the friend water.
Actually,
So,
that's,
completely
wait,
safe?
Actually, it's for
Almost
each-
completely safe.
It's for each port, so that's actually a roll on the 2 table because that zone is 1. There's 2 friendly ports.
You'll
It's
take
not
3
for
off
each.
time.
It's
Oh,
it's
damn.
just if
Okay.
friendly
Then
at
that's-
all.
Then that's gonna be on the 3 table.
At a -3, you said, though, right?
Whatever,
Yes.
just gotta be good.
Safe.
Just gotta be good. Also, on the 3 table, you would have to roll a 9 or 10 for that to do any damage to you whatsoever. You realize, right?
Just have a wild trade route that spans the entirety of everything. The thing is, once I have all those down, I'm gonna start rolling like on the 2 table, but like with a +5.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Guaranteed moderate damage.
So, if I were to attack, are the stats here on instrument current?
No.
Okay. If I were to attack them, I would technically be moving from mountains, and I would take the mountain penalty. Correct?
No. the terrain only cares about where the fight is happening. So if you attacked, you would be crossing a river into flat ground.
Okay, I did not see that river there. So that's taking the river penalty then.
Yes. Situation 4. Damp flat.
Don't understand. This is one of those things I still don't understand 100%. Here we go. Forest attacker. That's a -2 for the attacker because of river. Yes.
You'd be at
Yes.
-1 during fire, -2 during shock. And your cavalry and artillery would be weakened.
But they don't have a minus at all.
Yes.
None.
Santa's army, standing there comfortably on the dry side of the river, on flat open ground, will be fighting normally.
It turns out Milan is an incredible choke point.
Yeah.
That's why I centered this entire war around it.
However, it would be equally as rough for. Why can I not move this map? There we go.
If they tried to come at you in Genoa, it would be hell, because they'd be crossing the river into the mountain.
Yes.
Which is why we're not going to.
Not going to enter Milan or Genoa. Country.
Crossing a river into a mountain, or getting the Italian World War I experience done real fast. Way ahead of schedule.
If we get that out of the way now, that means we don't have to worry about it later, right?
I mean, they just
Someone will learn.
I'm trying
They
to
did
figure
do it
out-
like 17 times.
Trying to figure out if there's any place I want to dump this Genoa.
Generally sweet.
Detachments.
Yeah, detachments, and this would be an amphibious landing if I were to drop them in. So
Also
after-
note that if you drop them somewhere and they die and your ships aren't around, they're gone. Like, they can't retreat.
You can drop them
If
into
I- If I
Provence.
win a fight there, they're probably fucked.
That's
This is
2
just a-
into 3, so that's 5 total. If you get them onto there and drop them there, that's
a 5 risk value on that with no. There is a.
Remember
admiral here.
that to start a siege and maintain a siege, you need 10 times the fort's level in unit strength.
with the
so-
2 detachments that would apply.
As long as all of them survive the transport.
If
Yes.
I cut up any of them or if there's any attrition, you're fucked, yes.
Yes. So safe
So
things to
Provence
do
would
would
be
be to like
also hard.
move them
That's
to
why-
Russia,
that's why I've
or
left it
move them to
undefended.
Modena, or just leave them where they are. You can always just pass turn and wait for something to happen.
Yeah, if you do end up leaving that spot, France could just say, hey, that's neat, and take it. So you kind of need to hold the position.
Yeah, I think we hold position this turn.
I
Yeah,
really wish you had successfully activated Savoy, because Savoy being out of the war right now is actually fucking us up.
Powerful
Yes,
neutral
like
energy.
Why do you
And
think I
any-
bothered to
any
deploy
attack
to
for
Switzerland
movement.
or Savoy?
Any
Or
attack
the raid.
movement that I would make on this turn is actually bad.
Yes. That's how I made it happen. On purpose.
On purpose.
We
One
call
hundred-
this strategy.
You planned this from the beginning, France. Yeah, that's it.
Your next
Hold
line
that
is,
for
I
this
don't
turn.
want to get my boots wet.
France, Portugal passes its turn.
Okay.
All right then. France.
I'm not doing anything. Fuck that.
Nice.
Start
They're
this war
just, they're
and
just
then...
kind of hanging themselves. That's fine. I'm gonna let that keep happening until it's not
Me.
sustainable.
All right, so
Here comes party. Here
this land
comes
detachment that I've like flipped on its side, I noticed I had left this token on here. Their strength was swept up in one of the 2 armies there as it passed by.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this off of the board for now, stand it back up. And so, passive campaign, Ali Bey is going to take a bit of a walk. He is somewhere in all of this nonsense. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so Bay here is going to take... Get my order of battle up here. Yeah, Army 2 is coming with Bay, and it's going to be... It's going to force march. It's going to go 3, 7, 10 movement to go to Moldavia. And on the way, they're going to pick up Army 3. They're moving together. They're both going to end up over there. So they'll be rolling attrition at -5 because friendly territory and 4 maneuver. Or, no, not 1. 1 is staying back here. 3 goes up. 1 takes the safe move into Remelia. Some Pashas shuffle forward as they do.
Into swamp.
Into the swamp.
To be devoured. Which is what you want anyway.
Hopefully.
See, this is why the Pashas go first. Once their carpet of bodies has faded the hunger of the swamp, they'll walk across their backs.
So,
and let's do that attrition. Nothing. Ali is fine.
That was a very effective forced march.
Yes. This is the thing that maneuver leaders are good at. Suddenly you move at more than twice the normal speed. Because hey, if you get yourself up to minus... the worst that could have done to me is 30% damage. Which is, still big because my armies are big, but manageable. And that's my round. England.
Hey, how you doing? So England is going to do some quick swapping over here for a passive campaign. 1 army moves back, the Hanover army moves forward, and then 4 ships leave just to go, exploring way over and where all the other ships disappeared. Yeah. So I'm going to put it's going to be a detachment of 4 ships.
And you can roll another 10 here on the Discovery.
Yes, I am. I'm just going to get all my 10s out of the way now, so when I actually need them for combat, they won't be there.
Yes.
And this is Discover. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Yep, there's the 10. They're gone.
Destroyed. Immediately consumed by the ocean.
I need 1 to succeed. Just 1 to be a 6 or less. Okay, and I will. That's it. That's all my turn. I will subtract those 4 ships from my total. End of phase.
Test end of phase.
Round is over.
Phase over.
It's over.
Oh shit! Combat's done.
The twofer back again. That classic.
God damn it. Ah.
Good times with wars.
I'll get to reinforce, I guess, but that we keep this war going.
Welcome to redeployment. No trade posts are getting sacked. No overseas gold has managed to be transported by regular means. I'll mention it since we're passing by it. So if you had a commercial fleet in the Caribbean, at this point you could say that fleet is transporting the gold, and it would only be harmed if there were pirates here that damaged your commercial fleet. So that's another one of your options for gold convoy. If you just have merchants active in an area that's in contact with wherever your gold is coming from.
Mm-hmm. So if I were to set up a merchant fleet out here in the coast of Peru after I discover the coast of Peru...
That could convoy all of your Incan gold as well.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And that's
Incan
a reason
gold.
for everyone to want to throw pirates at you all day, all night.
Yes.
Every hour, every minute. Looting. Anyone who is occupying hostile territory may loot if they so choose. I don't think that's anyone right now. No attacks
correct.
were launched.
Except for the Polish, but whatever.
Yeah, the Polish can't... Yeah, NPCs can't loot unless they have a proper controller that could be paid off to.
Yep.
Attacks of pirates and privateers. The Corsairs. It's back. That classic you love. Corsairs.
Ah, shit. I didn't send out my... I didn't send out my admiral to go deal with them. God damn it. I knew I forgot something. Oh well.
All right, so Algeria swings at the Spanish fleet for yes damage.
Oh, wait, hold on a second. I do have something I can do, though. I've got the Saber of Shebec right there.
You are,
It
in
is
fact,
the
at
one
war.
France- The one France fleet.
I don't know if fleets the hell you're talking about.
The one French fleet down there.
Commercial fleet.
The commercial fleet, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could do that, I guess.
It's anything at all to do with the Saber of Shebec, who otherwise has not managed to do anything at all.
Probably have cost a lot more than they're worth at this point.
They totally have.
Asians swing at the Netherlands for enough damage, any damage. Tripoli swings at Genoa, and Cyrenaica swings at France. Yes,
Don't do
so
anything.
all these fleets are being suppressed by piracy.
Including the Saber of Shebec actually doesn't get to do anything. Okay.
So that'll be $10 worth of looting going back to me.
Well, dang.
I successfully delivered my convoy. Yes, that's $20 of convoy income going my way. There are no active revolts to extend. And retreats of units. Besieged forts without a U+ counter. So, hey, Bug. There's no progress in Bug. The Polish army must retreat.
Well. Okay.
Oh no, that's gonna
Swamp
kill some.
forward.
And the only place they can go back to has 2 troops in it already.
You can retreat more distance.
Okay, fair.
You don't have to just retreat the one step.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them back into Valina and Swamp Fort Hungers. Let's see.
Do they get their maneuverability on that?
What is it?
On the
Plus 2
retreat.
No, then it would be +2 for Swamp, -2
In
for
the usual
maneuver.
fashion, checking for attrition on column 7. Well, they're no longer standing around in the swamp. They're retreating back into the clean, friendly ground.
Okay.
And this is not being defeated in a battle, so yeah, maneuver would apply here.
Okay, so 1d10 -2 on column 7.
No, 1d10 minus. You have a maneuverability of 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the 5. Yep.
6 actually, because
Yeah,
you're
6
going
because
through
you're
friendly terrain.
you're not passing through any hostile ground to
Yeah,
do
so
this.
one-
Thank you
1d10
for the
minus 7.
reminders. Yeah, I'm good.
Safe. For now.
I mean,
Extremely
I
safe.
wish they all died horribly, but we got to be fair.
And that was the only siege that was running?
I believe so. Yeah.
Ships
that was
must
the
return to
only
port.
bad.
Anyone who had a fleet left out in the water, have it do its thing.
All right, so my explorer who's down there at Cape Horn, do they have to come back? That's
Yes, but they can just do that.
Okay.
They
can
don't
just
check for
safely come
attrition on
back?
their own. They just are home,
Okay.
returning in shame, boatless, and well, boatless.
Just one back
What more
home,
needs to be said?
Bernardo.
Brings us to peace phase.
Well,
No
dang.
monarchs are getting
Sure.
executed this turn.
Do we do that in initiative order? Or what?
People have a chance to improve stability before we move on.
I will absolutely invest in improving stability. I lost stability for no reason at all. Comet sighted. All right. So
Oh,
stability
that did
improvement.
happen to you. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah.
I need to. I'm putting in a strong investment for improvement of stability. So +5, +2. +2 if the country is victim of declaration of war. Does that count? Because technically I'm not. It was.
You were not the
Portugal that
target.
was. Yeah. Okay. So that doesn't count for me. Plus my admin of the monarch. Who, if I remember right, is actually kind of mediocre at admin at 6.
Mediocre.
Yeah, mediocre. Do I want to do a strong investment? -3 with one, if I have war with one or more major countries. So actually, yes, I do want to do a major, strong investment. Okay. Just 1d10 +8. I am good. That is 2 levels stability gained.
I'm not going to bother myself.
Oh, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
I don't
Turkey.
need to. I'm still at 3.
Not purchasing any stability. Feeling fine. This is my new normal.
You're very brave.
Who ever heard of stability as high as 2? What is this? What is this feeling?
Shouldn't have gone with the heavy because I did not realize I'm going up anyway because of prosperity.
Well, that comes a step later. So,
Yeah.
peace. Is anyone going to attempt a peace check against an NPC?
An NPC. no.
Quick question. Is a 10 an automatic success in peace or no?
No.
I don't.
Oh my
A
god.
bunch of these have, if it's a 10, it's an automatic success. So I'm double check. If that's the case, I'll try. Otherwise, then no.
There is no auto success.
Not even gonna
Sorry.
bother.
My just crashed. I lost all my work.
Oh,
Oh no.
fuck. That's really rough. I'm sorry to hear that.
Do we do major war peace?
Soon.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, if no one is attempting NPC pieces, now we're getting to major pieces.
Alright, how do we stop Hell War? What do
So-
you guys want?
If all of the players involved agree to just a flat truce can occur at any time.
That's probably not.
No one gets any points. Level 0 peace is applied. No one takes
That's up to
anything.
Newbie. If Newbie wants to do a flat truce, I'll take it.
I'm kind of not for war. I would rather not be at war.
So yes, truce.
Yes, truce.
Alright. Now what happens?
Truce. That means that the war ends.
Alright. Neat.
The level
Hell
0
War.
peace is applied.
Hell War began. All participants looked back and forth at each other and decided, you know what?
All
The
countries
fastest of the
return
whole
control
wars.
of conquered provinces to their pre-war controllers. Owners of units in formerly enemy provinces repatriate to the closest friendly province, instantaneously and without attrition. All temporary CB are cancelled, permanent CB are preserved, unless the end of the war removed their cause.
So all armies can return to our home countries for no cost.
Yes.
Okay.
Closest friendly province in terms of movement points, so I think that still means you will need to sort out how to bring them home on your own.
Well,
They're standing in the friendly province of Genoa.
and then these Genoa things.
The
can
NPC troops just demobilize, they vanish.
Who the heck is this?
That's Andrea Doria. He works for Genoa.
Okay.
He's here because it's historic for him to be here.
All right. They just all go though, right?
Leave Doria around.
Okay.
He's there to note that Doria is active.
But these two
Yeah.
detachments can explode.
Their actual units go away.
The Genoan fleet also just goes.
Yes.
Right.
Stability adjustment for peace. For each different peace signed by a player involving at least one major country, raise your stability by 1. So everyone who just truced there, up 1 stability.
Man, I really shouldn't have bothered making that stability investment. Damn it.
You didn't know the truce was going to be successful.
So, and thus ends the War of France versus Genoa, Portugal, Spain, the Habsburgs, Tuscany, Parma, and the Pope.
The almost war.
Being
Abruptly
processed pretty
mediated
quick
at the
in this
last
game.
minute. Brings us to interphase. Prosperity. Everyone receiving prosperity. Up.
I'm just leaving mine where it's at because it's going to come right back down to 2.
Same.
Would have improved, but I already invested, and I shouldn't.
I think you have enough money to take that.
I mean, yes.
Control of trade centers. All of that is still staying as it is. Placement and removal of leaders.
Okay.
Check the schedule.
So,
Who lives?
I'm
Who
looking at that right
dies?
now.
It is turn
It's
9.
turn. It's currently
So
turn 8. Turn 9 is approaching.
Okay. When a leader leaves on turn 9, is it at the start or end?
End.
Alright, I got one more turn.
Leaders who end on turn 8 are dying right now. Leaders who arrive turn 9 are appearing right now.
I am losing.
Ooh,
so
Loon,
much
you
money
get somebody
to-
nice.
Someone is arriving just in time for Polish War.
In case anyone's curious, I get nobody.
No, I don't got anyone.
Yeah, no, Venice doesn't really get anybody.
What's a general?
What the fuck is a pike or a gun or war? Anything that we don't involve hiring other people to do it for us.
okay, I do get someone. I get yet another conquistador. In case you're wondering. I get De Solo, who is a 622 conquistador.
Nice. You also get another dude.
Berlaire Bay, a 334 general. He's quite
Spain gets
capable.
A general.
De Soto.
You also get bourbon.
I'll get there in a second.
Speaking of bourbon.
Transporting units in rest of the world isn't a campaign cost, right?
It is.
It is passive.
Urban kind of sucks, though.
If you were doing anything, it is at least passive.
Okay.
The real problem with bourbon is that he's an A-rank general, so he's
Yes.
automatically in charge of whatever your biggest stack is.
Now I moved 2 boats, so those are those are 2 passes. Okay.
Yes.
You moved boats on 2 rounds.
But what I mean is, on one round I just moved the boats in Europe, and in the second round I moved 2 separate set of boats. So is that 20 or 10?
10 for each round. Passive is any amount of movement that isn't into an opposing army to start a fight.
Okay.
Okay, all of my new leaders are placed.
Alright, so round 1 of the Turkish v Polish War. has consisted of 2 rounds, or turn 1 of the Turkish-Polish War has consisted of 2 rounds passing and 1 failed siege from Poland. That means a point to me and a point and a half to Venice out of that war.
Okay.
In the grand fight between Habsburg, basically, and some Parma, some papacy, and France, there was 2 rounds of, on the NPC side, lost a detachment fight, an army fight, and, well, 2 army fights. Players also lost 1 army fight, and I lost 1 siege. The total here is that, from my side at least, France gets 2 victory points and I get 1 from what I was controlling.
Okay.
I'll also note that if I had tried for peace, the peace mod would have been at a +1 towards me for that 1 failed siege, and that gets to be in the carryover for next round, next turn. So, Eugene and Saxe don't exist. Everyone resolved bringing in and taking out their leaders. Inflation. There is no additional inflation.
Alright, so if I
This will begin to become harder the moment I succeed in finally discovering what the fuck Western South America is.
Stability loss for ongoing wars. We've already accounted for that.
Yeah, because I didn't actually fight. I did not gain any victory points for war.
Technically speaking, you did actually.
How?
Just because that was two rounds, while you were controlling a minor in the form of, well, no, because they're vassal viewers. You're technically. No, it does count. It does count. I believe.
That doesn't feel right.
You didn't get into any fights, but give me a second.
Each turn, countries earn victory points for the minor countries they control. Doesn't
You
specify
get
what
one victory
status.
point for controlling the Genoa.
Yes.
Great.
That's what it was.
Okay, sure.
Alright, I'll add an extra point on then.
Even though nothing happened, you still got a victory point for controlling Genoa in that war.
Alright, battles. 1 point. Nope, that's wrong. Not there.
Under controlled minors, but under controlled minors.
There it is.
Farthest right one.
Yeah. Alright, 2 allies. And now for the other stupid numbers. Alright, new colony. New colony.
What discovering managed to happen this turn?
I discovered Cape Horn. That was already done, so I don't get any additional
Yes.
bonus for it. And
points
Newbie
for
did a little bit.
The points for first Quebec were already handed out.
This
Yes.
was the first turn where Portugal did not discover anything new.
The end of an era.
Mainly because Portugal fucking knows everything already.
You're
Oh,
running out of
hold on.
things to explore.
I have to thank you for that. I actually have to move my guys back from Quebec to XCOM. I forgot they were
so-
there.
On the rest of the world map, they're allowed to stay in place if they just roll attrition for being out in the wilderness.
Can I go pick them up? Or no? I'll just leave them there. It's fine.
Loon, I feel like I asked this last time too, but I'm just gonna ask again. The column for plus merchants, that's for every turn I have
Yeah.
a plus merchant, I get
Yeah.
a point. Okay.
For each plus side merchant fleet.
Okay. Okay. Good. There's the dude. There's the dude. That's fine.
Yeah, so I didn't discover anything new, but I got 4 victory points for 3 new colonies or trade posts and flipping a trade post over to a plus. So that's what I spent all my time this round doing.
Oh shit, I completely forgot to mark down new colonies.
Yeah. That's 3 points for you.
It's just 1 each for each new one and flipped one, right?
Yes.
Whenever you place a new one and when you flip one, you get a point.
Alright. It's just gonna mark down last turn I got 1 and this turn I got 1.
Wait, actually, Moon, it is when you flip one. It's not for every plus colony you have, because then I would have way more points.
Yes. Yeah, for each new and for each flipped to plus side.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. That's weird that it works that way, but fleets are every turn.
Well, because it's a lot easier to lose a fleet.
Yeah,
A single
that's fair,
pirate
yeah.
can actually destroy all 6 points.
Yep, that's fair. Yep.
Has everyone done points?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, man.
Yes.
Then it is time to advance to turn 9.
Unreal.
The year 1530, Monarch phase begins. Roll to survive.
Will you
Well,
survive or will you
I've got-
perish?
All my high level rules out of the way, so this one should be fine, right?
Those are good.
Salim the Boneless
Hey,
Yeah,
undulates
if you roll a
on.
1, not only does our 1's good, it actually adds a turn to the Monarch's terrain length.
Can I not?
My king explodes.
Can I decline the rain length? He sucks.
Nope, sorry.
Well, it doesn't really change much. It just made so that he can survive for longer.
Yeah, he would have died next turn, I think, so it's just a turn after now.
Yeah, running out of rain length is just auto death.
I'm just curious because I'm looking at all the points and numbers. What did you get 10 points event for?
Becoming the Holy Roman Emperor.
Right, I think I literally asked this last week too.
Yes.
Spain is emperor. How can this be? So, elect a new doge.
Yeah, Doge up. I want to see this new guy.
All right, let's see.
Uh,
here.
Your last Doge was good, if I remember right.
Very, very good.
As
Which
an
is-
aside,
It's a tragedy.
again, my emperor, my leader, my ruler leaves on turn 9. That's this turn. They die now. Yes.
They die
Yeah,
now.
Yes.
They
So,
don't.
You get to
generate
roll on a
your
new
heir.
person.
Okay. Finally,
Oh, that's not the right syntax.
the death.
So both of you just roll a 1d10 to see how long your reign length
well.
is.
Right, I need to do that first. All
You
right,
Yes,
only
just do that
re-roll if it's if you get the Dynastic Crisis of Fragile Health. That's all.
okay.
So that's an 8-turn adult.
8 turn adults.
Nice. Well, let's see what
Probably the
Newbie says
ideal
real
result,
quick.
honestly.
Yeah.
The only one better is 9-turn adult.
Okay, so I just roll a d10 and that determines age and
Yeah, that will give you
Life.
age and potentially sickness or dynastic crisis.
okay.
Yeah, and-
That's the chat. So / d10.
Oh, we got
Uh-oh.
Dynastic Crisis.
Dynastic crisis, the first of the game. Let's see what happens.
Whoa, wait, no, roll a d10 again for actual reign length.
So you're going to note that a dynastic crisis has occurred.
Okay. Let me write that down real fast before I roll.
Oh, geez. Doesn't Newbie get a -1 on this because of air death?
Yes.
On all of his stats because of the dead
Yeah.
air.
Tragically, the dead air was the wrong kid died. The wrong kid died.
So, your child.
Your child, your 11-turn child.
All right. Dynastic Crisis is very different. On this one, you just roll a 3d10, and whatever you roll, that's what you get.
On a result of 1, 2, or 10, you reroll.
Yes. So, if it's a 3 to 9, that's whatever you've got in those 3 categories.
And
just
you
roll
drop
3d10.
2 stability.
Nice. Congratulations, newbie, on going down stability for the first time in the entire game, I think.
That's fucked up.
So you're going down to 1, and...
Newbie's going to have the lowest initiative by far.
Or incredibly high, if he rolls
No,
really
the
good.
first turn
Crisis-
after Dynastic Crisis, your stats are halved.
Oh, okay.
And he's
Yes.
also getting another -3 on top, or no, -2 on top of that.
Sorry, I'm reading all of this stuff right here.
Because baby, or child.
Okay, so this is just a roll. All right.
Roll 3d10. Just roll d10 3 times.
Okay, you have to re-roll the 10.
Yes.
So you have a
So
358 ruler. Who is
So
a
really good
child?
at military.
No, it's a 347 because of the dead air.
No, we bypassed
does that
that
not-
table during a
Oh, we do?
crisis.
Fantastic. 358's not bad.
All right, so 358.
-2, -2, -2 because you're a child.
Okay, so that would be but then EX min.
Yeah. So for this turn, you're a 136.
Okay.
Don't make any admin actions is my recommendation.
I
Good
don't know. Maybe you
military,
should build
though.
a factory.
I have been at CAP.
Let the baby build a factory.
You can go beyond cap, newbie. It's allowed if you do it. You know, if you want. You can name the factory after your mom.
Can we generate that
on.
Doge?
Yeah, I was waiting for that to resolve. So there's a 397, and that was an 877 to begin with. So that is now a 5.
No, what were your base stats?
8, 7. Oh, that's a 587. Is what's the
6.
modified?
6.
It's 6.
687.
No,
Yeah.
but it was an 877 originally.
Yeah, so the
Yes,
first
so
column
6.
is a 7+, and you rolled a 3, so that's a 6. And then the next one is, what was you said, 9? 9 on the 7+, means you go all the way down to an 8. And then the last one is a 7 on the 7+, which is a 7. So it's a
That is what I said.
687. You said 5 on the first one several times.
Okay. Sorry.
That's why we were making sure of it.
All right, so it's 11 turns, so enters in on 9 and will leave on doesn't matter.
Yeah,
We'll leave on
That's the
turn
dude you
20.
have unless somebody dies.
Will leave on I'm Russia.
Or you
Oh, good
roll a
point.
10.
They could still die sooner.
Yep.
Okay.
And
But-
go ahead and record this tragedy on the initiative page of the scoreboard.
Okay. Yeah, they can. That's just all your stats added together. Hey, guess who's in last place?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your stats are also halved in the first turn after a dynastic crisis, it turns
Guess
out.
who's extremely in last place.
I thought we ignored that.
No, you ignore the -1 permanent penalty for the dead air because it's a dynastic crisis. You still have a dynastic crisis penalty, which is just halved stats for the first turn.
Okay.
Only for the first turn.
All right. I'm
You have
not
one
gonna note
turn
that
of
on my character
absolute
sheet
hell.
because I will not remember. I will just
Don't worry about it.
note it in this.
You're like a 1-1-3 at this point.
Partials go up. I'm gonna argue that point.
Sure.
Well, of course you round up, yes. But
Hi, I'm last place. If you would look at the initiative on the worksheet.
6.
6.
your
And
ruler's
that
bad,
new
newbie.
Doge is a 21 initiative, I see.
Yep.
The Doges have been consistently good.
I do like this dynastic crisis due to death of a ruler, as if that's never happened before.
And roll off between England
Oh, right. We
and
have
the
to do
Ottomans
this.
here
Then.
at 17. We're tied now.
You win.
All right.
Ottomania's first.
I'm actually totally okay with that.
Life and times of the monarch phase. Time for events.
Oh no.
I'm still taking care of some things.
So roll 2d10.
The economy.
Oh god.
Alright.
God damn it! Not again.
Oh yeah.
Let's just reference what that one was.
Page 7.
I went insane again.
Hell yeah!
Whatever.
Excellent ministers.
Turns out it's hereditary.
Time for drought.
All right. Gonna go ahead and look through the
Oh,
economy.
okay. It's this one.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, here we go.
So about my ruler stats,
They just got a
I
little
actually
bit
have
better.
admin. I actually have admin 9 now. There was a typo.
Oh, you got excellent ministers? Nice.
Yes, yeah, I did.
You might be better than me now. Pretty
Yes.
gross. You've got a
But it
great
happened
doge.
after initiative well, actually, it'll matter for the continuing phases.
Yes.
32.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, offer of marriage. Choose a minor at random from the neutrals box. Okay.
Good luck finding a minor from the neutral box.
I mean, there's Persia right there.
Mmm.
In fact, it's the only one in the neutrals box right now.
Everyone
Persia.
who isn't active is in the neutrals box.
That's fair,
Oh,
actually.
I have an economic crisis.
Oof.
Fiendish.
It doesn't affect fish. It doesn't affect fish.
Crisis. Yes.
Fish are safe.
Resource prices.
All right,
Sugar contours
so
is
I
one.
rolled
I guess it's just me.
the Governor. I rolled Governor. Let me read this one out. The player receives a question mark Conquistador, if any are available, chosen at random. Place it in a colony or trade post of that player. The Conquistador gives a bonus of +3 to the colony or TP placement die rolls for the establishment it was placed on.
Neat. That's going to be good for you.
Yes, actually.
All right, so I guess I have to go through and look through all of the ones that have already been touched and mark them all off and then choose randomly out of these? Ugh.
All right, so there's Hans.
I'm just going to roll a d64, and then if we have one that's already touched, I will
Yeah,
reroll.
if they are not active.
All right. So the question mark. So there's two
Oman.
question mark 1 for Portugal, but both of the question mark 1s are exactly the same.
Then you get that one.
No. I'm just saying,
hold
like,
on, let me.
I already have the one active,
Then it's
Because I-
already there in play.
but there's 2 on the list.
That's weird. That might be a typo.
Okay. So then I just get the.
Yeah, you don't have 2 copies of Rando 1. You have a Rando 1 and a Rando 2.
Okay. Then I get Rando 2.
Yes. I'll just remove this duplicate.
So I got an offer of a marriage from Oman, who are Muslim. So I need to roll a d10. If it's a 7 or higher, then we get to determine as the arranged marriage is normal. It fails. Event is over.
It was a good event.
Yep.
At least you didn't go insane.
All
So,
right. I am
bizarre
placing...
marriage offer. Governor is occurring.
Yeah. Hey, quick question. Can I make multiple improvement rolls on the same trade post?
If you have capacity for them, I don't think there's any rule against it. You could point all your actions at the same target.
Okay. Going all in on Spice Country.
Alright, so I made the price moves for the crisis.
Pardon?
The economic crisis that Sona rolled. Exotic prices fell.
Is that
Wait,
I thought that was just for
did
me. Sugar cotton.
The prices are global. Everyone's dealing with the same price. There's only one economy.
Sugar, cotton, and furs go down by 1.
Already did this. Yeah, so sugar, cotton,
Slave
furs drop 1,
tobacco.
slave spice, tobacco drop 2, products of the Orient drop 3.
But fish keeps going up, up, up. Fish keeps
Fish
rising.
is constant. Always invest in fish. Fish store value.
France lost the war, but still found a way to fuck me over.
Yeah, France decided to switch over to economic
All
warfare.
things considered, France actually won that war.
Fun.
Well,
Like,
okay,
by
did not-
numbers alone, France won that war.
When I say lost the war, like
Did not get
Did
what
not
he
get
wanted.
Genoa, yes.
yeah,
but
that's what I meant.
France
But-
actually got the most benefit out of that war
Yes.
over everyone else. So
All
what
right,
is your What's your new? Oh yeah, the initiative takes effect next turn for you.
What do you mean?
Not for you. I mean for the Doge, who
Oh.
I think is the highest initiative now,
Yes, I am now the highest initiative.
but won't happen until next turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so well, there was the crisis, the governor. I got a drought. Some ministers showed up to fix up the Republic. Spain
I
event
got
was-
offered.
Yeah, bizarre.
I almost got
marriage.
offered a royal marriage from Oman, and then they decided against it at the last second because they realized I was Catholic.
And the madness. They were really out of date and thought that Andalusia was still independent.
Still the Islamic Golden Age in here, right? Wait, what?
God, if only. Fuck. They would be, the Iberian Peninsula would be unbelievably valuable if it was.
Hey, Loon, what page is the determine your income thing on?
Which determine your income thing.
The DTI, FTI shenanigans.
There's a bookmark for trade income, page 16 and 17.
It's just on page 16 and 17, yeah. The foreign trade income, it just assumes total of 1,500 minus your provincial value.
It's time for politics.
Oh, good.
First, it's time for politics. Politic 1, 5-6.
So event 6?
Generic revolt. Event 6 has already been played.
Okay.
So, a period 2 revolt.
Crap.
This will hit Habsburg.
So fizzles.
Would nothing happen?
Probably fizzles. This will specifically hit Croatia. So, yes, fizzles.
Okay.
On the off chance that a player had control of the relevant place, then it would go forward.
Fair enough, yeah. Alright, so that was Politic 1.
Politic 2. Double eights.
20.
Event 20/R. Which, that's the election?
Oh, God.
Yes,
no.
so that already happened. So just another revolt.
I think you just
Yes.
re-roll. Oh, no. Is it the exact same one as before? Or is this
It's
a different
20/R.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Replay event 2I, and we've already done that. So,
Okay.
generic revolt number 2.
I would get to be elected the emperor again. And
Double
get an additional
emperor.
10 points. Yeah.
Keep
Super
stacking the
Czar.
hats on me.
That's a very Holy Roman Emperor thing to do, though.
Extremely, yeah.
Portuguese revolt.
Fun times for Portugal.
Dynastic
And
crisis
your current
progress.
stability is...
1.
The revolt target is...
I'm gonna guess Tangier.
The Azores,
Azores.
actually. Interesting.
I don't know where that is.
That's
It's
your rest
actually
of the
the rest of
world,
the world. It's
island.
Yeah.
Revolt strength is A+.
Okay. The good
Revolt
news is
plus.
that there's nowhere for this revolt to spread.
Spread 2. It is isolated. It is just on the island.
This island
just leave
is
the Azores
getting
there.
rowdy.
you want.
You'll bleed stability still for having a revolt active.
Exactly.
Yes.
I have this spare army. Weird.
It's actually going to be kind of hard. Well, it's on flat terrain, so never mind. That's going to be pretty easy to put down.
I mean, it's just you make the revolt roll. There's no
Yeah.
war that occurs.
Yeah, no, but if it's on rough terrain, it's a lot harder to put down revolts.
If it somehow sticks around, it'll immediately start spawning units because it has nowhere to go.
Nice. It actually
And,
becomes like
yeah,
a
let's,
force.
Determine controller of that. Habsburg.
So Spain. Okay.
Spain will have control of this.
I will definitely take control of it and not move it at all.
And our last event.
Final event. Bonus.
Oh god damn it!
Bonus.
Multi-ball.
Multi-ball.
Come on. That's okay. We've got B. So this is a possible event from last period.
Play this event from the previous period's table, except if all boxes of the previous period have been marked off, or if you are in period 1. So this will be event 7-5 from period 1.
Uh-oh.
I'm pointing at a heave.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Time to
Again.
heave.
Okay, you have to remind me how this works.
I
We
will roll
2d10.
2d10.
One
Once
2d10
a
roll
big
is
global
done.
roll.
Yes.
10. Now look at the fidelity rating of every minor country that you control.
Okay. So
If 10 is bigger than their fidelity, they are going to backslide toward neutral. Algeria is fine. Tripoli is fine. Cyrenaica.
And we determined that they are going to
Go by
roll
points
back with the
rather than
same
by
people.
boxes. Yeah.
Okay, hold on a sec. If they lose a point, they slide back a spot, right?
yes, it's basically happening no matter what. But then
But they'd have to go as many points up after that to get to the next. Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Yes.
Because if it's just like you have 10 points as a vassal, it's just, nope, too bad, it never goes down. That didn't make any sense. So if it's over the 10, you go down a point.
If it is exactly 10, do they stay with me or are they backsliding?
They are receiving 10 points of pressure. Well, like,
And
it's versus your
If they're
fidelity. If they're at
exactly
10, then they're
10,
receiving
then
0.
you're 0.
Okay.
0. Good.
So,
It
for
doesn't
example, Seer, who I just moved, have 8 fidelity. So they're receiving 2 pressure, which is enough to knock them out of vassal status.
yeah, same here. Both the Pope and Parma are getting knocked out of vassal status for me. Tuscany's staying where they are though.
Morocco
Tunisia
is
will
15.
also backslide.
I lose no one.
and Genoa is 17. Genoa, sorry.
Yeah.
Libya is
I
fine.
barely
Wallachia
don't
is
know.
fine. Crimea is fine. Iraq, we will have
wait,
to talk.
I need to look at Hinderbad. I
All
forgot
right,
to write
Lorraine,
it down.
Lorraine is 14. It was 10. What happens to me?
You're
Nothing.
fine.
You're fine.
Nothing good.
It looks like Savoy drops down 1, but that's it.
Well, Savoy and Switzerland dropped that one.
Doc, how do you say Hinderbad?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
I know that it's spelled a bit weird there. Just it's
Yeah.
Hyderabad.
I just tweak out there. They are 11.
This way that we're doing this feels a little rough, but also a million times more manageable. I'm okay with it.
This
It
is fine. This should be painful for us,
This
but it's
heave
easy for us
is
to pay
setback
attention to.
rather than catastrophe.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is sometimes people go back a square instead of rotate the board.
Everyone has conducted a heave.
Yes.
Yeah. So, for example, if we didn't have this rule, if we were rolling on each one, that's what I would be doing each time, and that would have sucked. We're not
Oh,
doing
no.
that.
Well,
I know,
yeah,
but
the one
that's-
rule
Rules
was
say
already in the book.
There is
Yeah.
one
We had
rule.
missed
If we were
roll.
going by how we originally read it, is what I'm saying.
Yes,
And that
yes.
would have sucked.
And if we were going by how the rules actually say, Loon rolls a 20 and everybody's fucked.
Well, Loon rolls a 2 and everyone's fucked.
No.
No.
20 it has to
Loon
be
needs
over.
to
Big
roll
no-
Oh,
higher
right.
for it to
20,
be
20.
worse.
Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry. My brain did it backwards.
Big number is most heave.
Yes. The heave shall be.
Grandest heave. Welcome to diplomacy phase of turn
Show me
9.
Omega.
Is any player negotiating with any other player?
So
Talk
Yeah.
about the table.
our defensive pact ends next turn, newbie.
I thought it was ending this turn, or it wasn't next turn.
Our defensive pact ends
Oh,
this
right.
turn.
These loot encounters
Yes.
also finished decaying. Let me move those out
No,
of the
no,
way.
no. Hold on, timeout. To the defensive pact. It actually technically ended last turn, but you guys said you were going to renew it. It would end next turn
Okay.
because
yes.
it was two
All right,
turns
so-
back. So but you guys said we're just renewing it, so you were good. So it's next turn. It ends permanently.
Okay.
Well, not
Defensive
permanently,
pact.
but it ends.
Decays next turn, unless newbie,
Yeah.
unless you're fine with giving me a diplomatic action to support me grabbing Genoa from you.
I was literally going to offer my diplomatic action to you.
Okay. There you go.
That
Then
was
we've made it.
actually where my brain was going. Because what else? What else I have?
You're
to
not
offer
really
you?
going to be able to use them this turn anyway, because so.
I'm not going to be able to use them for a while, and also I'm kind of not really using them anymore. I don't really care about Europe.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'll be taking that from you then, and I will extend it this time the defensive pact for 2 turns. So.
Okay. I tried to bring attention to it a while ago, but yeah, for the opportunity now, I went and outlined the League of Schmalklin.
Yes,
You know,
I did.
the Smacklemore League over there.
The Smacklemores, yeah. I
Wait,
personally think they should smackle less, but that's me.
Damn it,
Big
intro
s'mores.
first.
Where is this at?
In the middle of Germany.
Yeah, these 6.
These
Württemberg,
folks all have a
Thuringia,
defense
Saxon,
pact with each other.
Anhalt,
Attacking one is attacking all of them.
And
Yep.
they are not part of the HRE anymore.
Oh, okay. The purple mess.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
I think they're
Berg
protesting.
over here, they are part of the HRE.
Berg is not in the league.
if they
are?
touch Berg,
Oh, yeah.
I will crush them. I will destroy their bodies.
Just got to get over there.
Hey, how much did you want for Calais?
It was half of what you originally asked. So
So,
it
what
was
is that?
originally you said 350, so 175.
All right, give me Calais.
Okay, we're gonna do a diplomatic marriage thing then between the two of us because I have to do that in order for it to work.
The
So
dynastic
dynastic.
alliance allows for
So, yeah.
peaceful transfer of property.
So
between
I
countries.
give Calais to France in exchange for 175 ducats.
All right.
Calais is finally an instrument.
So I will remove that.
I will mark the 175.
Ugh, you know, I've been doing some thinking recently. This is unrelated to your Calais stuff. Well, it was sort of related. It isn't anymore. You can have Calais. I'm not going to bother France at all for a while. Hey, you know it'd be pretty cool, Crumb?
What's up?
Spanish Ireland.
Huh?
Oh boy,
Spanish
it's
Ireland.
happening, isn't it?
You do realize if you declare war on me, you also declare war on Loon. We
Yeah,
are in
no,
a defensive alliance.
I'm looking at you over there. Oh, is that true? The case? Did you actually declare a
There is an
defensive alliance?
Anglo-Ottoman
Yes.
defense pact.
There is an
in
active
force.
defense pact, yes.
All right. I'm not necessarily declaring war on you, but
I
I
can try
am
kicking the
looking
hive,
at.
but you know how badly that went for me, so.
Yes. So I know. It actually would probably go a little bit better for me because I have
No,
the ability
I
to
would
fight.
probably I would probably also dogpile against you.
So, along with
Which is
that,
fine.
if you declare war on me, I get several of my miners who can be at where I am, where the war will be at. You get none of your miners because none of your miners are anywhere near me.
Well, I get Habsburg no matter what.
Neat.
Habsburg would not have operational range to do.
They could sit there and be mad.
Yeah.
They'd be able to defend against the Ottomans a little bit. I'm not actually going for it, I'm pretty sure. But I'm just warning you now, Spanish Ireland might be a goal in the future.
What have I done for this to happen?
I just like the idea of Spanish Ireland.
Okay.
See, I just got the General Bourbon, and thus the Bourbon dynasty is also infusing me right now.
The best way I can say to that is bring it.
Okay.
I don't care.
Time for naval combat. Finally.
Also, I do
Maybe.
want to see what naval combat's like, basically.
Are folks
but
done negotiating?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, so in initiative order, formal declarations of treaties first. Spain. Offering any treaties.
me and Newbie are extending the defensive pact for a little bit. That's it.
Venice.
I mean, I'm giving.
No.
As an aside, just to specify, our defensive pact, because we did extend it last turn, is going to extend into next turn. But I'm giving Doc my diplomacy actions for the next 3 turns.
Mm-hmm.
So that is exactly because we are extending it next turn, and for this turn, and then the 2 turns that we are extending the pact for, Doc is getting my diplomacy actions.
Okay.
Actions.
my one diplomacy action for the
Okay.
next 3 turns.
Because
Action.
Portugal only gets one.
France, well, we already know what treaties are being conducted between France and England.
How the fuck? How much is Kauai? How much fucking province does Kauai get me?
4.
It's $4.
4 ducats.
That's pretty
fine,
good.
Whatever.
I am not extending any treaties to anyone right now. Venice. Well, wait.
No
hold on.
official
No,
treaty.
England. England. We already
Taken care of.
as talked about. Portugal. Are you offering any players any treaties?
Already discussed it.
All right. So that is resolved. Now we move on to declarations of wars. Anyone declaring new wars this turn? Spain.
No, no.
Spain is not declaring any wars this turn.
Venice. Starting any wars.
Nope.
France.
No.
I am not starting any fresh wars. England.
No need.
Portugal.
Pacifist Portugal remains that way.
Coward.
All right. Now, influence time. Write out the list of people you're going to try to influence. And let's, properly this time. Don't send it yet. Type it out when everyone's ready. Send simultaneously.
I do have to ask though: are Venice and England using the ones I've put in?
Yes.
Yep. Well, hang on.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Because it does change things if you decide one of you decides to not use it.
I very much want it.
Okay.
Alright, I know what I want.
Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, diplomacy 9.
And we're not writing out we're not rolling it. It's just for stating.
Not
what
rolling
we're
yet.
doing.
Just
Yes.
write the list of who you're going to influence.
I just need to
And
check
have it
to
at the
see
ready.
numbers really quick.
This also makes sure that we all notice if any collisions are happening and can resolve them accordingly.
Stupid Prussia.
All right.
Oh.
Send.
Ooh, getting close up and personal with the Teutonic Order, huh?
I really don't give a rat's ass about them, but they open up the front against Poland.
Just gonna get in on those Teutons.
Absolutely nothing wrong will happen if you touch the Teutonic Order.
It's true.
All right.
I know
looks like there's
history. I know
no
this is a terrible idea.
conflicts there. So everyone can go ahead and start resolving.
All right, so I'm technically competing with Newbie, I think, on Genoa, right? Because
Portugal does not get involved at
Portugal
all.
declines to defend, then you're just rolling as though they were neutral.
okay,
This is actually an easier roll for you.
yes, they're Catholic. That does not give me anything with other Catholic nations right now. There's no penalty.
But
I
you're
believe.
Catholic, so that means that there's no penalty.
Yes. They're neutral, so that means I don't get any additional bonuses with them. Just keeping this in mind now. No political bonus. The only thing Genoa has is fuck Venice. I mean, it's not my case. It's Genoa hates you.
I know. I know.
Why do they hate you? Reasons.
Historical reasons.
Because we are Italians on the same peninsula and also direct mercantile rivals. It is like the most hate you can get.
All right, this is plus 16.
So how does that work? Does that mean the plus 16 starts eating away at Newbie's control of it and then goes up?
No, it's as though they were neutral. If there's no resistance, then you're just doing a regular influence.
If there's no
Which means
resistance,
basically
you
they will
ditch
reset immediately, I think.
Yes, they drop to neutral as a baseline.
Okay, pretty good.
Fuck.
Wait a minute, that's...
That is immediate vassalization.
Okay. That's
Let me try that again.
2d19.
Let me try that again.
That's
My
still
bad.
a really funny result.
Wait, how
to
did you
see.
get plus 16?
Because I have a ruler with 9 diplomacy right now, and a strong investment,
Well,
and also your support action. Plus,
Alright.
it turns out, yes, I do get +1 for them being the same religion.
Alright.
So, whoop, grabbing that.
Asia
Genoa's mine now.
returns to vassal.
Actually, I was 1 point off, I think.
After
so
a briefing.
From 9, adjusting my income. There it is. Income of vassals goes down to 6.
shoot, I would have gotten a basic thing if I hadn't lost my mind. That stinks.
I figure out how
What
much.
happened with 0? Nothing?
Yeah, nothing.
Whole bunch
neutral.
of nothing.
Alright. That's fine.
I don't think.
Wait, hold on. The medium investment
Yeah.
is against which one?
Switzerland and Lorraine, which are not Protestant.
Does
Well,
Switzerland count
Switzerland
as-
sort of is. It's half Protestant, half non. So you don't get any penalties or bonuses, I think, with
I
how
guess
works.
Switzerland goes back up then by like 4?
4. So
Yeah.
you have a 4 on Switz, and you
Yeah.
roll for each one independently. So you have to roll again for Lorraine.
Fine. Oh, that's
See?
right.
Yeah,
So
so
how much does
Lorraine
Swiss
likes
go
it
up by?
quite a lot. And Swiss does go back up to...
And
Iraq, we're going to have to talk.
let's see how much happened here. Didn't actually expect that to work.
Yeah, you're back up to subsidies with Switzerland.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn, you go up a lot with Lorraine.
I'm trying to figure out where the result thing is.
Where
Let's
were you
find
at the start of this? AM?
Yeah.
You're all the way up to E EG.
Okay.
Hello, alliance with Aiden. Welcome to the Ottoman sphere of influence.
Why are they scared of influence?
And to go ahead and make note of something. Which, let's see, is it in my major rules or in minor rules? Let's see, let me find mentions of Aiden.
Luckily, Doc, due to all of the shenanigans that I pulled off last turn, this is the perfect time for me to lose Genoa because I'm making up for that
Yes.
income.
So,
Oh.
if Turkey ever controls the diplomatic marker of Aden or Oman, immediately gain knowledge of Horn of Africa, Strait of Mozambique, and coast of Malabar. I get some free maps.
Well, that's useful. Loon, you and I, we need to do our activation rolls for our minor countries.
Yes, we do.
Sorry, this might take a couple seconds, folks. Hold on. So that's
Literally,
plus 2
me
and plus
unlocking FTI increase in Europe for this phase increases my general income each turn by 30. It's wild.
Eurogroup is activated. Moldavia, Wallachia, and Crimea enter the war against Poland.
Hans is in, Scotland's not. That's actually bad because that means that you get to attack me now. Bring it. And also, since you're off, well, it matters on how much you roll on your multi-campaigns.
Reinforce.
And yeah, that's all. I don't need to activate North Africa group. None of them would have. Well, some of them would have the support range to technically like poke the coastline. I'm not going to bother with that. Euro group is enough.
The good news is Poland's almost at its operational cap.
Mm-hmm.
Which will bring us to income phase. Everyone is done diplomatic jumbling.
Yep. Doing my taxes really quick.
The only thing I need, I've been doing my taxes. The only thing I need
Price
for income
fluctuation.
is that.
Which, yes, so we need to be sure of how much of everything you're producing. That is part of this.
I am now up to 2 Product of the Orient and 4 Spice.
Alright, and that is on top of the baseline.
I am almost making as much money in my trade income as my land income. That is wild.
That happens. Says Portugal. Yeah, that'll happen.
Yes, but my land income is not nothing.
Yes, those totals are correct, and there's still the 2 fish happening from Cool France. So,
Not touching fish. Continuing not touch fish. Not touch fish.
Good.
Give me them rolls to see if actually Product of the Orient and Spice can't actually improve price at all.
they can. They were just hit by the crisis.
I know, but they can only move 1 step, right?
Products is still in a position to move 2 steps if they
Okay.
succeed. So in order, PDO, it does. Back up to 9.
Holy shit. Hell yeah.
Spice will improve by 1, but could still fall by 1. Slave holds steady. Fish holds steady. Fur goes up.
Basically, we just gotta undo all the shit we just did to it.
No, Product of the Orient still went down by 1. Product of the Orient was capped out.
I hate you everywhere.
And
It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
It attracts bulls.
unless and Spice was
Spice
in the
holds.
Spice was in the opportunity to move up to 8 this turn, and now it's down in 6. So this was still a good bit of my income. It's just that I also expanded last turn to be getting more of this in. Like here's a big thing. I was getting 21 for Spice last turn. I am importing 1 more Spice, and it only went up by 3. That's a whole lot of money I could have had.
Yeah, Ben. Says France. It's
What?
France's official diplomatic response to this.
Why does France hate so much?
Because everything hits everyone. It's the colonization period. It's all bad.
It's true. He's not wrong.
Paying off my loan.
Yeah, same. I'm paying off my loan.
I've been
I'm
paying.
paying
their
off another
interest
fourth of my
all the
loan.
I realized I could wait a bunch of turns, but I have excess money this turn. So.
time. And
paying
you're
off
not at
my
war.
loan. Exactly. Just not gonna have that loan. Not gonna have that low interest, but a lot of money loan. That loan is dead. So I get stability for paying off my loan instantly.
No.
That would be nice, though. Just everybody take a moment and imagine. What if?
What
I
if I
went
had
ahead and
a
looked
10
through-
ducat loan and I just paid it off immediately? I just spent 1 interest in terms of ducats in order to get a stability. Radical.
I went ahead and looked through, by the way. So that was officially the final turn that I was offering the support actions to England and Venice.
Yes, that is correct. I wasn't going to cheat you out of support actions.
I'm looking through the administration actions right now because know what I'm already doing over here on that front. You can recruit armies from colonies, right?
There's limitations on that.
Okay, fair.
Go to the relevant pages of the book and read the rules you are trying to invoke.
Fair enough.
Did I die? Or are we just all being silent?
I think we're all just being quiet.
right now.
Taxes
I'm
are recurring.
reading. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, right. I have to do-
Economy is happening.
1, 2,
The
3,
economy.
Okay, there. I can just fucking hold on. Okay, I can stop doing my job for a second to do my job.
I like that.
Agreed.
I can stop doing my job for a second so I can start doing my job.
Do I get the profit from Calais this round or next round?
It's your land right now, so yeah, it's part of your taxes.
Okay. You can purchase off of a colony, but they cost twice as much.
And there's limits on what you can purchase out of them.
Yes, medieval, Renaissance, Baroque, and that's it. Oh, wait.
No, is in
Nope,
quantities
that's
that you can
okay.
bring out of the colony.
I'm looking at the fortresses. One land detachment per non-level 6 colony, and this detachment contain only infantry. Okay. So it has to be a level 6 detachment colony to count as basically buying it from anywhere else.
From a on your list of provinces that you buy from at base cost, which remember is a
Yes.
thing.
Okay. Alright, so what I need to do is I would need to send an army out that way. Fair enough. I'm buying a single transport as far as boat stuff goes.
Buy exactly one boat and then pass out.
Thinking about war during droughts. Yes, violence.
Oof, maintenance hurts this turn.
Oh yeah, I should do my maintenance. So I have a question. If I just decide not to pay the maintenance on like one specific boat, so something downgrades to a detachment, can I do that?
Yeah, you could maintain less than the thing, and the excess would disband.
Neat. Okay. And if I on my fleet plus up there, if I choose to not maintain like one boat, it downgrades to a. Wait, that was actually a fleet minus. Hold up, there was my basic requirements. Okay, never mind. I don't actually have to do that on anything there. But specifically, I have a fleet exploration down here. That is... Nope, that's not the one. That's not the one I was thinking of. Where is it? Here we go. The leftovers, which was from the trip around the world, is 1 naval and 6 transport. And if I just don't pay that 1 naval, just let that decay to 5 transport, that turns into a detachment.
It would become a detachment, yes.
Yes. Which is good, because then... and also for exploration, I'm going to do that as well. That way I'm only... Because that has 3 naval, I'm going to let those decrease into just 5 transport. That way I'm just paying upkeep on... Wait a minute. No. Okay, I'm not going to do that on this one. Yes, I'm going to pay the upkeep on 1 detachment. That's my... Or 1 fleet. Hold up.
Yeah, income does just kind of flow seamlessly into maintenance in admin phase, usually.
No. I'm going to let that go down to a detachment as well. Alright, so upkeep of 1 detachment. 1 naval detachment. Now I have an army and 1 land detachment. I have an army plus and 1 land detachment. My minimum is 3 detachments.
Which is an army minus and a land detachment.
Okay. So
You need to pay for an army minus worth.
Okay, which would be 8 for veteran. Right, so there's an upkeep of 23.
But in period 3, Turkey just rolls with an additional +1 on all Monarch survival rolls.
Yes.
Dang.
That's when the Thunderdome begins.
Nice.
Okay. I'm poor.
Okay.
I made all the money this turn that I spent last turn.
Nice.
So Moldavia doesn't get to deploy anything because I'm already crowding them out with the army being there. That's fine.
Also, it hurt a bit that I didn't get my government-issued stability bonus.
It's 30, 50, 100, but that's at the end of the period.
Yeah.
Or not period, round.
I'm just thinking about it. I'll write my... Plus...
Okay, I know what admin actions I'm doing.
Yeah, let me start typing those in.
I've got mine set up. I'll be honest, I did not expect us to be this far into the next turn at this point of the night.
I
Me
mean-
neither. I was actually going to suggest a short session, but then war ended, so I didn't have to think as much.
Why would you need a short session, sir?
I mentioned earlier that my brain is
Yeah.
very tired.
Several of
A
us.
lot
have
of folks are actually today are pretty low on
busy
energy.
and or tired.
Yeah.
Are those of us alive ready to administrate?
I am ready to administrate.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to go eat something really quick, and we'll administrate.
Looking at him saying that reminds me that I too had not eaten dinner at all. That is what that feeling is. But I will finish administration.
Purchasing a whole land detachment into the capital.
Oh, big spender over here.
I purchased no ships, no troops.
I
Not yet.
purchased exactly one transport ship. And then I called
Strong play.
911.
Okay, I'm ready to post all of my admin actions.
If we want to wait a little bit to allow Sana to get back, we can have the people who need to do reinforcement do reinforcement.
Yes, reinforcement would happen before the admin actions anyway.
Actually, yeah. Okay, so
Fair
I will
enough.
roll for Hungary. Poland. Gee, something. Two neurons switched places in my brain, and I keep calling Hungary Poland and Poland Hungary.
And they have to be on offense.
Yes.
It happens. I keep on accidentally calling Archimp newbie for some reason. Like,
Hey, we discussed this briefly at the end of the last session, just how weird the cost of Portugal's stuff is. You want to know if I somehow got up to battery technology for naval, how much a Fleet Plus is?
how much is that?
400.
400? If you manage to actually
I
make
think
it to
that's
the
a how the
airport.
fuck did you get here tax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how did you get to battery in 12 or
How is
14
that
turns?
possible,
Uh,
given that it...
My battery fleet plus would be 360. That's fleets are very big and expensive in the
Yeah.
deep game.
But
My
this
batteries-
would be on turn 14 is the thing.
My battery plus is only 110. I think that might be a thing for Spain. They might get cheap boats.
But yeah, Portugal getting to battery is ridiculous because,
So-
reminder to the viewers, I have been doing naval actions almost every turn, and I'm still not galleon.
Yeah, for what it's worth, too, I think that might just be keeping track of if Portugal is a minor and it gets there with the like the Latin tech. It might actually well, no, it doesn't matter there because they're not spending money.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Also, question. Poland gets its +2 as per on the chart.
Yes, you get you roll
Minor
a-
income, is that their tax base?
Yeah,
on
that's
the-
their tax
Yeah.
base.
Okay, so
You
they
get a
are
get
plus
the
2 and a
additional
plus 2,
plus
so you get a
2.
plus 4.
just making sure because that was a large. Oh my god.
Poland
Well-
is very large.
They were already very large. The scary thing is they can only add 4 more infantry detachments at this point because
Yeah.
their max is 3 armies and 10 infantry detachments.
All of Poland's units are in play.
But their infantry detachments, I think, are what?
7-3
7-3 right now? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean they get 4 more, which is scary, but it's not like the end of the world.
All right, Wallachia gets to deploy its second detachment.
Oh,
Hire
Actually, that's
some.
an interesting
General
question
appears.
from the chat that I'm curious.
Oh
What
god, oh god.
are you doing?
that was me holding the wrong button to pan the entire layer somehow. I put it back.
The heave.
We're good.
The heave.
No, I literally went silent because I saw the highlights of all the moving tokens as I held down the mouse button and realized there was no way to release it without a problem
Great.
happening.
The Great Evil.
Biggest heave.
But yeah, when does Barbarossa leave?
Eventually. When he wants to.
I mean, I can look it up, but
Okay, where are we?
yeah.
You're about to
Reinforcements
do
are
admin
happening,
actions.
and then admin will happen.
Yeah.
Let's find out when Barbarossa leaves. Here's Turkey.
Turn 13.
Jesus Christ.
I guess if Hell War was still going, one of the things I could have done was actually to try and compete and get Savoy on my side. That would have been an option.
You
had it-
cannot, when a minor is at war, only its controller may influence it.
It wasn't that war.
Phil
that
planned
was
for
neutral.
this.
Well, you were at war and it was a vassal, so technically.
Even though it wasn't activated to join in. Okay, fair enough.
That makes sense.
You can't just sneak in and slide into the country's DMs like, hey, you want to go ahead and join up with me? Let me tell you, Spain, pretty big. Got that HRE energy going on right now.
Spain, kind of a big deal. The Pope likes me.
Oh,
Not as much right now. I need to talk. I need to have a talk with the Pope next turn.
Loon, may I roll for mercenaries?
Yeah,
the number.
our mercenaries available. Let's find out. Crimea big.
What page is mercenaries on?
The full Crimea.
It's pretty simple. Just invest the amount of money and then you roll a d3.
Page 23 is where mercenary leaders are.
Oh shit! I deleted the mercenary. Did I? I had to have copied it down, right? I didn't just grab it
Actually,
like a fucking.
None are
madman.
available.
I'm gonna grab this from our chat. Just
You
'cause
grabbed
this-
mercenary 2 and actually removed them from supply instead
What
of
am I
replacing
doing?
them.
Why did I not
no,
copy
no.
him?
Mercenary 2's over here in France. I'll take care of it. I'll move them back where they need to.
Many of us are having a day today.
Well, mercenary 3 is gone. Was the thing.
Mercenary 3 is over there.
Can you tell many of us are under duress right now, chat?
I was working.
You wear it well.
Well,
Fight on. Survive.
some is also working, so I can't really complain.
My job hasn't ended yet, motherfucker.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I was working for like the first half hour of this as well.
Alright, Wallachia doesn't have a second detachment. Their reinforcements are meaningless.
Oh, I need to roll for leaders. I'm sorry. I should do that.
Use the moves I taught you.
Oh, actually,
Anything.
I forgot. I can reinforce directly into an injured stack, which I'm going to be doing. And
Directly into a.
Oh, yeah. Now remember, you can't replace artillery, but you can
no,
always
I know.
replace.
I am absolutely fixing my problem with swamp eating several of my men.
Fair.
Oh, come on. Urban actually has.
Yeah, no. Burning more high rolls. Gonna wish for those later, but I don't get any leaders.
Alright, so Crimea's army flips over to plus. And they might have a generic leader? Hold on. Like one that's actually part of their base. Yes, they get Khan 1 or 2.
That's
Flips for
actually really
Khan.
nice.
Khan 1.
What the fuck is this?
It's gonna eat those 2 detachments.
Get the fuck out of here. No one likes you.
Well, I mean, those cons aren't so good on the fire phase, but boy howdy are they good on
What's a
everything
fire
else.
phase?
Yeah.
What's with settled people and fighting any way but slamming a wall of horses into the enemy? Or away from the enemy?
Oh boy, that southern flank that's open.
Or to the side of the enemy. Or around an enemy.
Why do you ever stand on ground? How do you live?
Yeah, Crimea waking up and getting mad has dramatically changed the calculus of this war.
Oh, Crimea River.
Fuck you! Fuck off!
Got
Got him!
You earned that. Fuck off.
Crunch. Huh. All right.
All that and 2 multi-campaigns.
Too many campaigns.
There's my notebook.
Oh, that's a good point. My Hanover forces get 2 infantry detachments, so the multi-campaign does matter.
Oh my god. Oh my. Shoutouts to level designers.
Shoutouts to Christine Applegate.
And
Why?
we have a generic leader for Crimea? No.
Why not?
Redeployment of leaders can occur.
Alright, I need to check and see if Hungary gets yet another general out of the ether.
Just
You mean
kinda
Poland?
Weird out of nowhere. Weird.
You know what?
Alright, so.
I would have to consciously think backwards and hope that works.
Chef. And Angusin are hanging out at the back.
Does Poland even have room for another leader?
Do they?
They can have 2 question mark generals, and they've already got a Kroll, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, okay, actually they are capped out, so I don't have to roll.
So this isn't because I want to get into Poland, although I really, really do. I hope you don't think holding the line up here is a good idea.
Please consider where the bulk of my effort is right now.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I put that army there before Crimea went Super Saiyan.
That's right, you can't redeploy units in the mid phase. You got to do that during your actual combat.
Yeah,
Fortunately, you get to move first.
I sure do.
What do you mean I get this thing called Excellent Ministers? What's that?
Are we ready to administrate?
I am.
Probably.
Actually, how much did your admin... How did your admin go up by, Venice?
Went up
It went
by
from 6 to
3.
9, right? So your
Yeah.
initiative is actually 24. I'm going to change that for you.
Yep.
What? Maybe?
People
up?
are losing their minds.
I was stretching and I honked without thinking.
It sounded like a baby crying. I'm not
It
kidding.
really did.
It straight up sounded like a belt sander turning
I
on.
was wondering who the fuck who was the father of that being.
It sounded like a cat that was like really far away, like way farther away than you think you'd be able to hear a cat. You know? Like a cat from like across the street, and you somehow managed to hear it.
The noises cats make when they think no one's looking.
Exactly.
Wait, why do you honk when you stretch? Have you never like stretched and just?
Have you stretched properly? You will.
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
You will force
thought it
air
was
from your
child.
lung.
Outside,
else.
playing in the snow.
Here are my admin actions I'm gonna be doing.
That's mine.
Administrating.
Time for Spice Country to improve.
For what it's
fuck,
worth,
right, I
those
have
two
to,
those 2 colony advances literally can't fail.
How can they not fail?
Because one of them is at a +8 and the other one's at a +6.
Okay, remember that
-2
just
plus-
adjusts your column.
Yes. I know. It's a +8 on the -2 column, and a plus
You-
+6
He was
on the
describing the dice.
Yes. The dice are affected by things you have
Yeah,
going on. +2 if the colony already exists, plus the maneuverability.
I see. Yes.
plus
Okay.
doors, so on and so forth.
I'm just gonna make my
There's been no land
The
con.
Dutch do
combat.
not fuck
Yeah.
around.
Sorry, I forget that your conquistador in there can do something because
I've got-
I'm usually moving guys around so much. I do fucking level 3 raws.
Alright, start revolting.
posts. No, I should have figured out what these actual dice were. shouldn't I?
Darren, once we get through everything here, we need to do some competition because I am competing with the Netherlands fleets in the Sweden area.
Yep.
So,
just
do the other
no
stuff
more
first.
respawning. Yep.
Alright, car has a. It's Indian.
Metal does not occur. Metal will never occur.
Has a resistance of 5, which is a 0, and I'm doing a medium, which is a +1 for 1 column, and these can't fail. I don't even need to roll these.
Do I have a keep up bonus for my naval tech?
Not yet.
Doesn't fucking
Like-
matter.
Just
I
gonna.
hate you so much.
That's really good.
That bow
Damn.
flex.
I have a +9 military. It's the only
Finally, I have a monopoly in my own home zone.
So these 2 trade post improvements for car are going to be a +4 for the maneuverability, +3 for my bonus for this turn. So that sucks.
No.
So that's a
Damn it.
15 and a 16 to improve that colony. That colony goes up to level 3.
Merchant succeeds.
7 plus 3 plus
Uh,
11.
You deserve this somehow.
Rather tragically, I don't manage.
Hell yeah! Finally, I get a naval roll that goes my way.
Nice. I finally managed to. I don't manage to actually make it to Tertios on the turn they unlock. God damn it.
This is the fleet roll on the 4 table because nothing is competing with me. It's just my FTI and the rest of the world, which is 5. I don't even know why I did medium on this. I didn't need to. Oh well. Now I know for next turn.
Brutal.
10 success. And then
What is the economy? Does anyone really know?
Colonization.
My hands hurt. I should stop working.
Holy Christ.
Sumatra? Sumatra that has cotton? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, so we gotta roll the competition actions when you're ready, Cron.
Hold on, I need to place a colony real quick.
Sure.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, no, it seems you lucked out pretty damn hard.
So this is a roll on the 0 table.
Yeah, I'm rolling the colony action at the -3 table. I got a 9, which is I need a 9 or a 10 to get a flat success.
So, congratulations. You got there.
I got there. I've got fur.
So this is a colonization attempt on the 0 table, but with a +5. That is a half. That is a reroll. Inferior or equal to FTI.
That's equal.
Alright, and then I have one more action, which is my attempt to improve naval for the umpteenth time. And this is the military of the monarch. I really should not be doing this, but hold up. You got that handy dandy table. Here we go. This is at a +7. Just gotta be 12. What if?
What if you beat 12?
What if I went up by 2?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read out the last. Let's see. The last 9 rolls of dice. 10, 1, 10, 10, 5, 1, 5, 10.
Is there a problem?
1s, 5s, and 10s. That's it.
Actually,
Expected value for everyone.
Okay, now before we go any further,
Okay.
we have to do our competitions.
that is
Competitions.
a minor investment. That was a simple investment, not a medium. That's still a +2.
Okay, so... Okay. Sorry, I'm doing the competition thing.
Netherlands FTI counts as 4.
Counts as 4, and you get a free medium investment in this.
Mm-hmm.
So... -3, and I'm doing a basic investment, so it's nothing. So -3, -4, -1. So I'm rolling on the -2 table on each time, I guess, to see if I compete it away.
Yes.
Yes.
Each of you
And do
is
I-
fighting to survive.
No, it's not a forced competition. I'm trying to compete his
Oh,
away.
mandatory competition. Yeah, then you are swinging at them.
Yeah, this is
This is him
voluntary.
hassling.
Yes.
I'm hassling.
If you succeed, that is 1 point off the local fleet.
And these are both at -1s because there is a 3rd fleet in the area, which is going to bring it down, actually.
Okay. I actually
right.
have my entire bullshit over here done.
Let me go up to that chart. So is 3, -4, -1. So I'm on the -2 table. Okay, here we go. One definitely doesn't happen. And the other one's a half. So let me roll that again. It does not succeed. That's fine. That's 20 ducats. And if I can keep spending that and eventually chipping away at him, I'm okay with it.
I understand why no one else invested in terrestrial technology this turn, but I really wish someone else invested in terrestrial technology this turn.
So they could beat you to Tercios.
Yeah, but actually, no, if they did it, the Tercios thing would move back then one, right? And then I would actually hit it, and so on and so forth.
I thought you swung over it, not they swing back.
Everyone else would have. Everyone who is in box 17, whichever, this one right now. Yeah, box 17 would have to move forward to free up the space.
Mm-hmm. Oh well.
Speaking of, then,
So-
the science ritual.
I
Everyone
move
has done
up
all
by
the other admin.
1.
Yeah, Tercio unlocks. It is sitting here, resting against some land tech markers. Everyone take the
Or
steps they've
roll.
got.
Unlocks the knowledge of boats don't suck.
What is the
Congratulations.
node that's on? Is that on 17 or 18?
That is sitting in 17 right now.
So-
You were able to go past
Yes,
Galleons
you go
when
past
wanted
it.
to, so-
Oh, you're right. I forgot that I actually increased by 2. Thank you.
Yes.
And so this
Uh,
then...
As an aside, can I get the
1, 5, and
Oh,
10.
the improvement.
yeah? All right. So one for attachment, 5 and 10. Okay.
Yes, this
Okay,
drops
I'll-
until it hits the next
on.
naval tech marker, which is that English one there I'm looking at.
But I am going up. Do I go up first and then they drop, or do they drop?
Steps
and go up?
first? Steps first.
Yeah. So I go. So if I go up, I go to 16.
That's 7.
Alright, so you're just keeping it pinned here.
Yep. I was not expecting to go up by 2. So
So I move up my squares as well? Or...
Yes. Take your tech squares.
Yoink.
Okay. Alright, let's make other minor adjustments here.
did any of the Latin or whatever text go up
Minor
this turn,
tech
or no?
for this turn is nobody.
Oh.
Damn it, guys.
Oh, Doc, when you're calculating all your income and everything for this turn, by the way,
Yep.
do remember that you are getting Goya money now.
I'm getting Goa money? What?
Genoa money for their fleet.
I already did that. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I had to mark down that I was getting Genoan money and I was losing Papal and Parman money is the thing because they both lost. I lost them from Vassal.
Did I move up my... Do you think I have new tech?
Did you move
Tech
your
is
thing?
resolving. Did you take your steps?
1, 2, 3.
No. You already moved it up 3 steps, buddy. I watched you go from 10 to 13.
Oh fuck! I moved yours instead of mine. That was me.
Okay.
I thought I was like, why am I next to England? That's not right.
No.
Yeah, you're orange, Darren. Yeah, there you
Good.
go.
We're good. Everyone's technically where they need to be. We're good.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
getting +3 naval until you kill Josh the second.
That's good plan. Keep going naval.
That was a colony.
The good news is next turn there's literally no way that I can't unlock Tertios. So
You
I'm
can't-
for it.
You say that.
You can't unlock
Even if I roll a
Tertios.
1, I unlock Tertios.
No, you can't unlock Tertios.
There's
That's
no
a-
way anyone
There's
could
some
arrange
technology
for
from
the
Spain
monarch of
only.
Spain to die right now and be replaced with a
There's
3
no way.
military baby
The
in the
next
midst of a crisis.
It's not real.
Landtech is still
Spain's living forever.
Landtech is still brick walled off, right? Because I remember I ate a +3 on that before.
This turn is the unlock for that.
Okay.
Tercio
It
is
was
now
actually.
open.
It was much better for you to do naval tech because now you're not that far away from getting up to better boats.
Do you think France gives a shit about boats?
It does if they want to go over to the New World and get all those fish.
Cool, France already exists.
Hey,
Fair.
Loon, as an aside, if I want to is there a way to convert trade posts to colonies, or do I just slap down a colony?
Not
with a
generally.
trade post?
Yeah, you just place a colony over it and remove the trade post.
You
There
have
might be like
the
another
You'd have to
move,
event
start
that
over.
does it, but
but you already did the move.
Yes.
Correct. But I'm looking at places that I have trade posts down. Alright, so one
Or
other
you
thing.
need to place a colony, in the next province over.
Yeah, I can do that.
actually
Are
I'm
we
gonna have all
done?
3.
Administrating.
I think so.
Yes.
And we return to military.
We sure do. And up first is me.
Turn 9, round 1. Venice has initiative. How you doing?
You do have 2 multi-campaigns.
I do. But none of these feel like good choices to make.
Though
And
you
I
are in
have to
attack
do-
stance,
I have to
you
do
have
something.
to launch an attack.
Does... Is it possible for me to walk around your army, like go through my stacks into the fort again to just do a siege without actually...
None of my units are standing, Ian,
Okay.
Bug.
He said trappingly.
So a siege does not count as an attack, is what you're saying?
Initiating a siege is a hostile event.
Oh, bug, right. The one I can't see the damn words under all the tokens. So yeah, I will just be moving Kroll back to siege because I am not crossing a river into fucking forest.
Welcome back to Swamp.
Yeah, my choice is cross a river into a swamp with an in-place formation, or cross a river into the forest with 2 armies on the other side.
Those all sound like garbage.
It is! I haven't even started on Crimea yet. And in the meantime, I will be using that multiple campaign, one of those multiple campaigns. How many movement points do you actually have, Army? With the maneuver 3.
So where are they going? I can help you with if you're pointing.
Valina.
So it's 1 to cross the river, 2 to get to here, 4 to get to here, 5, 6. If you just get
And
to here,
this doesn't cost you a multi-campaign.
Oh,
yeah, this is just moving.
multi-campaign is multiple aggression.
Is multiple aggressions.
Yeah, this is just 5. If you have to get to here, it's a 6.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
5
I
into
was-
Galicia,
I will just
6
tell
to
you
go
right
to
now,
rest
if
of
you
the
go there, Loon can just go right here and cut you in half.
I forgot. You are helping. You're
gap
on the
in the
other side of this
river.
board. You want to see Poland chopped in half, but thank you.
Well, I also want to see Poland punch that army into the next week, so I'm okay with it.
So then I will move this division here, and this division as the token force in Danzig to say hello to the English.
Oh, English don't care about that plot.
Look, let me have this, all right?
Okay, that's fair. I'll let you have it.
And Valina will have a sacrificial division in the way if you decide to go that way. And otherwise, it is the siege roll now, so it's back to the reset. So let's consult the chart.
It's so bad for you.
It's a nightmare. Poland, why did you do this?
I think it's a -4.
It is a -4 because it was a reset from -2 last turn. So like, oh, that 6 is. Is that anything?
It's at least a minus.
That's progress.
Okay.
Huh.
That is a U-. That is a step into the swamp.
The swamp has not yet had its revenge.
You are learning
Mm-hmm.
of the swamp.
So-
I'll just put this in the Black Sea.
Yeah, we know what that means. So, other than that, I am not poking the bees over in Crimea. They can cross that river anytime they feel like it. So, that's it for Poland.
All right. Spain?
Spain what?
Spain. 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 Spain? Spain. Discord problem. Discord problem. 'Cause 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 ' Spain.
Okay. You vanished, and then Darren vanished.
Loon, please say something.
Discord problems.
Okay, you
We can
literally
hear it.
popped in, and it was like,
Spain.
Today's fucking haunted.
Today's pretty hot. Fernando is gonna go ahead and try that thing again.
Okay, there we go.
oh,
I heard
That's
like
great.
3 beeps in a row.
that was amazing.
It's a lot of beeps.
Okay.
God damn it! I cannot fucking succeed at exploration rolls.
They're
Wait,
hard.
no. This is a 1/2 thing, isn't it?
This is not a
What do you
total
mean?
failure. This is partial. This is 1/2. Roll 1/2.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
While Spain,
Okay.
while
Roll
Spain
on
explores,
the
I'll be
half.
using grass turn.
Now you want to go high. No. Very bad.
Now you failed.
Now you extra failed.
Now you risk of
Possible
death.
disappearance.
He's dead.
You're fine. Wait, what's his maneuverability?
3.
Well, he's dead.
And that was on 6, so half of those explode. Which means round up, 3 of those explode. Great, I can't explore. You know what would be really easy?
Well, you can't explore. You can just throw boats at the problem.
I guess I could throw boats at the problem.
You have a port there, so if they can get there, they
Then
know
it
it
just
exists.
works.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So next chance I get, I will just throw them all the way up to the Gulf of California all at once. Gotcha.
The English
Fair enough.
way, just throw boats at the problem.
Yes.
Fair enough. Yes.
It's really going to be the tricky way. I just stole it from
The revolt in the Azores is gonna just go ahead and side eye newbie.
Oh, I
Well.
know.
That's the plan.
Spain has Spained.
Spain has Spained.
France.
Oh, right. I should have fucking put Gonville. Yeah, pass.
Gunville's dead.
Gonville's dead?
He died at turn 8.
Oh, yeah.
End of turn
Who killed
Yeah,
Gonville? Me.
8. Loon killed Gonville? Dang.
I could have
Now,
used it.
time for
Go.
Ottoman maneuvers. Alright, so Crimea activates the first multi-campaign. Two of their detachments are gonna, well, let's see, so it would cost 2 for, yeah, so 2 of their detachments are going up here. And the army is going to, yeah, you know what, fuck it, let's go ahead and slam in right across the river.
I knew it.
The army's going to Bessarabia. I will engage in damp combat. And this stray detachment will just hang out in Crimea itself. And meanwhile, Ottoman troops
Mm-hmm.
going to go ahead and
Do you say everything you want to do first, or does it happen piecemeal?
you do all of your moves, then resolve all of combat, then you do all of sieges.
Okay, gotcha. Loon, if you get a draw in the swamp and you beat them up here in this region, they can't retreat.
Yeah, I think that is the move. I had a different move that I had in mind last turn, but then last turn ended abruptly due to snow, I guess. So
I had a moment,
Moldavia stack is going into Bug over the gap in the river that exists in Moldavia. And Pasha's will Pasha.
The Eternal War ended prematurely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all decided it was a bad idea.
Yeah, well, this army isn't moving up yet. This detachment that I bought exists to just walk up to that army and be absorbed. And be on its way. Farewell.
I had to give Poland a little bit of advice, but really, I was just waiting for Lund's turn to come.
I had a moment of, it's my turn next because surely nobody's lower than 17 as well. And then, oh, right, England. Hi.
I'm insane again. It's okay.
Hi, welcome to down here as well, at the bottom of the order.
As well,
right.
I live here. I slum here.
So we got
Welcome to the
2
swamp of initiative.
fights to resolve.
Cat.
Squish that cat.
Bessarabia.
Cat
Khan
is squish.
is going in against Rando here. So Rando will be at +1 on fire. Khan will be at -1 per
My eyes on rando calories.
the situations.
Mm-hmm.
Damp. Fire.
Oh, Christ.
Well, that's 1 morale damage.
No, not on a 6.
Not on, oh, you need a 7?
That's 10%. On Crimea actually doesn't have any artillery ever, so no damage is exchanged here.
Thrilling.
Now we shock, where Khan will have 3 points of advantage, 2 of which are eaten by the river, so +1 from the Khan.
Okay.
And you are at flat, and I cannot receive the cavalry advantage I would have because I am crossing the river.
Mm-hmm. The overwhelming cavalry advantage.
Yes. Shock.
Oh.
Shock!
Fuck. Well, goodbye.
Good night.
There's 3 morale. There's you are broken and retreating and taking half of... There's 60 points of strength in there overall?
They're dead.
They're gone.
There's only 20
Yeah,
moves.
30 damage. They're gone. They're dead.
Explosions. And now I need to roll to see if that general survives.
Yes. Since I...
where-
Yeah,
Yeah, there's just a
we're-
crater there.
How is that
Remember,
modified? Because
it's-
he had a total route.
-4 when? Let me get to the end of land fights. -5 if all
leaders,
units of
yeah.
your side were eliminated.
Yep. And if it's 1 or below, he's dead.
He's injured, which might mean dead.
Barely hanging in there.
Barely alive. Barely alive.
No, it's less than or equal to 1.
Wounded.
Oh, so injured.
Roll.
And is that another -5 or just flat?
Just D10.
flat. Dead.
Well,
Barely alive in that he is dead.
consumed by the swamp.
All right, so now no
Swamp.
matter what happens in Bug, you're about to have times.
A time. A bad time, yes.
So
You need a draw, and you win.
So this is dry swamp combat, so the terrain modifier is -1 all around. I would be at +2 for Bay versus Crawl on fire, so +1.
And then I'm -1 because of... Or...
Yes.
Yes.
And
Fire.
artillery fire and cavalry shock are all weakened
Yep.
in the situation. So, fire.
Alright.
Alright, some morale coming my way, and no damage going your way.
Okay.
That is a veteran pile, so 2 more morale are in play. You have any fire?
I have 3 cannons.
So, 1 damage.
Oh no.
More casualties.
We lost newbie.
You hate
What
to
is
see it.
going on tonight?
Scream's haunted.
Stream's on him.
Extremely haunted
Board
tonight.
is haunted. And shock, we are evenly matched, general was. So just -1 for both of us.
Oh no.
The hell's happening?
It ate Crumb. It's coming for all of us.
If Discord's haunted, then we can just kind of probably call things. Quickly, resolve shock before everything goes wrong.
Everything
Oh,
is
this is a mess
exploding.
on both sides.
That's 1 morale at you, 1 morale back at me.
Mm-hmm. Discord, what?
Kicked. Wild. How?
What?
He's got
Didn't
rolls.
lose any rolls. And Crumb is completely offline.
Discord's haunted.
Huh.
Alright, so let's get that damage in. At
looking at-
least. Welcome.
It appears that Crumb also got Discord destroyed.
Yes.
It appears to be happening to the members of the audience as well. I believe Discord at large is haunted.
Discord is at large.
Just got kicked from my Discord call.
Hello?
Wow, crazy. What the fuck is happening to Discord today?
Things are a bit haunted. It happens.
So this is both of us on column B against each other?
Column A for Ren v.
Column
Ren.
For,
So morale-wise, this is a draw.
Okay.
Casualty-wise.
Casualty-wise, give me a moment to add up the shock value.
So,
Shock mask.
Poland needs to roll a 10 to not die.
Okay,
37
so-
damage is coming your
Let's do
way.
it. Yeah, let me add up mine on the calculator.
Oh, it actually rolled in. Okay, so
Wait, do you
it
add-
is a draw.
Do you add shock damage if there's more than one tile in a province? Like if you have 2 armies, do you just combine their shock
Yeah,
damage?
they're fighting together. A whole
Mhm.
stack. Shocks is 1. So because we are in Swamp, it's going to be infantry and cavalry are both worth 1. Artillery is still worth 2.
Right. Infantry artillery is still worth 2. So that's 54, 30%.
You have 2 armies in there, right?
Yes, 2 A pluses because I stuffed that one full of divisions.
And they're both what, 30 22s?
30, 22, 16.2. You take 34 damage back. 34.
All right. Proper battling.
So 34 damage from you, and how much did I? How much did you deal to me?
37.
37. Well, shit. Okay, so now I make the roll to not die. And is that just double checking? This is a retreat. Well, no, not into friendly territory because that's blocked.
Yes.
What-
So part of how this works is you can path through hostile units while retreating. I can attempt to intercept you as you are moving by, and if I do, then a second battle happens,
Okay,
where you are now attacking into that land across the river.
So how is this roll modified then? If I'm walking through that, it's
Well, first of all, let's see if the intercept happens.
right.
So that'll be Khan actually has equal maneuver to you. Khan has not participated in a siege yet, so I believe this is just flat dice for him to intercept.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just check. Yeah, difference in maneuver, +1 if friendly, unbesieged, city or stack. This is all from the perspective of the interceptor.
Right, exactly.
+1 if we have the equal technology, but I am at least 6 boxes ahead of whoever I'm intercepting. That is not the case. -1 if participated in a siege or blockade during this round or the previous one. That hasn't started resolving yet. -2 if there were ships in port. -2 if the province still contains unbesieged enemy units. Or -2 if poor weather. Yeah, so flat die, intercept, does not occur. So you just get to retreat past them to some other friendly territory and do your standard column 7.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't destroyed, he was just a draw, right?
That was a draw.
So you get the -5 on this because of your maneuverability.
Yep.
This is not a route.
Thank God for that. Although, watch me roll a 10 anyway. Close!
That still hurts.
That still hurts a lot.
And for Bay, since draw,
20% losses of who I've got left.
vicious. The swamp serves no master.
Whoa, wait, you don't have to withdraw if you own that territory, right?
I'm retreating to where I am.
Did I have to roll attrition because I was running through enemy units?
Yeah.
In the draw, both sides are retreating. I just get to retreat back to where I am standing.
Yeah.
But since you own that territory, I didn't know you had to also retreat since you own the fort. That's what I was asking Loon about.
Let me look at that again and be certain, because I do agree that it seems one of the many jank angles is how much that a draw is a victory if you're relieving a siege in your own territory, and just seems to be like a free, always go for it move. In principle, I'd rather that still have cost, because attrition is where a lot of deaths happen just in war in general in this game. We'll look over the text again, though. Combat, injury, pursuit and retreat. Each side retreats to nearest unbesieged friendly fortress, checking on column 7. If retreating to a fortress in the province where the battle took place, no attrition roll is necessary. Alright. So the fact that they're able to stand still means, yes, I did not roll that. That was unnecessary. It's fine. I don't feel like it should be fine. However, it's fine. Swamp is with me. It is terrifying. Wallachia moves up. Wallachia is here. And I guess I'll start that siege in Bessarabia. With no cannons, but a level 1 with an open port and flat ground. So -3 to start.
It's his giant war.
Hello,
Status
Loon, can you hear
quo.
us?
There we
Loon is
go.
back.
Loon, did you
Hello.
check G21 in the rulebook?
Yes, I read that. Apparently, while Discord decided no one could hear you. Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I don't think you take attrition damage.
Yes, no
So I
attrition is
don't-
occurring. Just the combat damage for me.
Okay.
For what about... Okay.
Now, Poland had to retreat away, so they do have to take the attrition damage.
Okay. I wanted
Yeah,
to
it's-
make sure of that.
If retreating to a fort where the battle took place, if you're traveling no distance as your retreat path.
Got it.
Can't believe we all have to load guns because Discord's haunted.
Alright, that is my combat round. So I will say, England. Is England doing anything?
Yes, actually. I move into West Prussia. These guys move up, and I do my usual ritual of bleeding off another 4 ships to go do discoveries. So I'm just going to roll the D10 on the discovery table now to see if I even need to put the ships down, because they're probably going to explode.
Yes.
Hey, look like they all exploded again. I'll double check to see if even one survived. But hold on a sec.
Wait,
I need
plus
to do,
2.
because I'm trying to do 3 at once, usual thing. And then this is for my siege in West Prussia. I think that's a you sure minus.
That's minus.
Just barely, but it's there.
Trying to rush your exploration so hard.
I literally just need the 3, and once again, it is more cost effective for me to do it this way than to do it a normal way.
Oh, wait, I have another. I'm besieging Krakow as well with
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, go right ahead.
Crimea's detachments, so let me just quickly toss that. Also status quo.
I am finished, by the way.
Portugal.
Hi, hello. Loon, I have a question.
Yes.
This right here, way down in the Philippine Islands. You see Tamate?
Yes.
Is that supposed to be Ternate
Maybe.
over here?
Probably. It might be
All right.
Ternate, but like blended together by the scaling.
You know what? I could see
Or it
that.
may be a typo on that map that was unnoticed because RM, RN, or M.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, I'm going to do a 2 movement on the one table. Get Albuquerque over there. So that's yeah, okay, just had to make sure. So that's roll D10 minus 4. So that's 2. They're fine. Albuquerque lives there for a bit. And then exploration here is going to grab Hans. Hans Explore is going to explore the right province of Cat.
All right.
One moment, my brain is breaking. Okay, so that's gonna be slash roll D10 minus. I think Hans was a 5. I think Hans was really good, if I remember right. Yeah, Hans is only good at exploring. That is actually it.
While Nubi's setting this up, I forgot I'm moving my one small little detachment of troops in Quebec to the province up there.
But Hans continues to be fucking stellar at exploring.
So what do you do?
And I am. Wait a minute. I need to check some things real fast. Okay, I made a mistake. Albuquerque is actually ending up in the left colony of Java. That's where I wanted him to be. It would have been pretty much the same role, plus I knocked that one out of the park, so it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
And that is actually all of my moves for this turn. I just one last double check on something. When placing colonies or
Ooh, there I am.
Trade posts, it is minus the maneuverability of your. Isn't there something that's? It's minus the maneuverability of a conquistador, but isn't it?
That's
half
one
the
half the explorer.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Then that is my. That's my move. I'm done. So
All
that's
right.
2 passive campaigns. I'll mark that down.
That's one passive campaign. You're only doing one campaign per round.
Oh, okay. I see. Yes. All right. Okay.
Brings us to the top of round 2, and
Oh, wait,
given
shit.
the
Sorry.
level of haunting,
No. There was one more thing.
All right, do
I
it.
need to get my my army over to the island. So they're getting on the defense. They're getting on the defense fleet right here, and this whole mass is moving.
out to the Azores.
Yes, which I believe would just be a check of 5 for that initial move through the Mediterranean Sea.
That's also friendly water. Or no, that's no longer. Unless Spain were giving you access explicitly during
I think that was
yeah,
just
just
for
the
war,
5.
correct, Doc?
What?
You were specifically giving me access to the shenanigans for during war, right? For your seat.
What shenanigans?
For ports in the Mediterranean.
I believe that was the case, but I made that last turn, and those are active for 2 turns. So, yeah, you're good.
Okay. All right, so I'm moving through.
You're crossing
2 seas.
a bunch of 5s. Go to Azores.
So the Gulf of Lion, that would be included, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 2/2 for the minuses for friendly ports, and then the Sea of Azor, which is a 2 because it's working Acer.
Yeah, the path is Lion, West Mediterranean, Bay of Biscay, Sea of Azor.
So that's a D10 base because the maneuverability of the Admiral is 3.
Yep.
On the 2 table, and wow. Okay. I lose 30% of boats.
30% damage.
Okay, I will deal with the damage. That is my last action.
We seem to be stabilized.
Are we though?
I just wanted to do one more because there's so much combat over here in Poland. But if other people are too burned, that's fine.
I wouldn't test it.
It is at a questionable state
During
of
haunting,
in
it
a
is
lot
better
of
to
this.
back away.
Yep.
Yes.
This is how you get killed in a horror movie, is by saying, it's fine, let's stay in the creepy house. It seems to be gone past the worst of it.
If
Yes,
I
so
take-
newbie, you can do your revolt suppression roll.
Alright, but before I do that, when I take attrition damage with soldiers on the boat, the soldiers also take the attrition, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a 24 times 0.3, which brings this down. I'll take off the
7.
infantry. Infant?
Infant.
Infant? Like infant.
Infantry. You
Okay.
infiltrate with infantry.
Why wouldn't you infiltrate with infiltrate?
Because that doesn't exist, newbie.
Why do they call it infantry? When you infiltrate the enemy trench, then infout, slay the enemy.
And because it's only the second time I'm doing it, remind me of the revolt roll.
Luckily, we have a table for this.
Okay, yeah, I'm flipping to that. Engage, naval, boarding, siege.
Volts and Siege.
Different siege?
Well, there's a revolt table, which is also on the same thing, a tab for that.
So repressing a revolt, which is also bookmarked in the rules on page 40.
Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, so it's a revolt plus with no leader. So initially it's a -2. That's flat terrain on the Azores. So that's working for you. Did you bring a leader? Is there a general running that?
Yeah, I'm having trouble finding. Is it under info? No. Why can't I? Did I open up the wrong?
Page 40.
Thank you. I think I opened up the one without the bookmarks.
Yeah, you brought Almeida over. So +2 for maneuverability. +4 for the army plus.
Well, it's not an army plus anymore.
Okay. +2 for the army minus. You're at a +4.
-2 because it's a plus for revolt.
Right, yeah, so you're at a +2. You just need to roll a 8 or better total.
This is at a +2.
Plus 2.
Well,
You have not succeeded
No.
in putting down this revolt.
I hit minus
Yes.
by accident anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
For now, the revolt stands. And for now, we stand at the top of round 2, turn 9, Grand Campaign, Scourge Haunted.
Discord is haunted.
A lot of people just died in the swamp.
A lot of people will die in many swamps through many ages. For all nations and all eras, death by swamp remains the same.